You mean Java?
Alright, I'm recording now.
Alrighty. Last time we fought a giant pack of rats, some of them are differently sized.
Most
Here we
of
are.
them unusually sized.
Yep. Rats of unusual size. And now we're still in the rat basement. Found some magical items that are in the group loot. And a bunch of just rat gear that you guys can potentially sell.
Nice.
And what somebody's gonna have to take care of the bodies.
With the body to the floor.
We can leave handling the bodies to the people who actually own the establishment. We solved the rat problem, they get to solve the body problem.
I'm gonna go ahead and close the watch together. Oh.
Is this one still in the water?
Yes, he is.
Is
He's
he
just down.
dead?
He hasn't been underwater. He's just floating down there like, hey! Hey! Skin thing, let me up!
Hey guys, we have unfinished business.
Why business unfinished?
Hmm? Oh, well,
Oh, I'm gonna let them know that they need to clean up their rats. Pew!
oh, well, that's repulsive. I just start spamming Sacred Flame.
I thought we were gonna question it.
Why would we question it? We're just here to exterminate.
The rat just screams till it eventually fucking dies because it's a cantrip. Reminds me of that scene from Full Metal Alchemist with the snapping of the fingers.
Bye-bye.
Oh, like a fucking Rory Mustang.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
And eventually the rat dies, and that's just like the last set of gear. But I don't think you want waterlogged rat clothes.
I think we should at least tow this guy out of the water. Corpses tend to pollute the water they're in.
I'll fashion a sort of noose to lower down and grab it by the neck and slowly pull it out.
And I'll send a servo down at the end of the rope to fasten it when it gets down there so he doesn't just slip off.
Mm-hmm.
And with that combination of things, it should be very easy for it to go up and into the pile of the rest of them.
A lot of bodies.
Whenever the servo's carrying something, it holds it like a crab where it like picks it up and carries it over its head before it runs off.
I love that.
There. Boop. And I will go on and move us back up into the tavern. Where is my tavern?
I put it away.
How dare you!
Hey, Tavis, gonna get a screenshot of the map, like the world map real quick. I need to look at something.
Here, just take a look at it.
Thank you, I'll just screenshot it from here. Okay.
Why am
I'm gonna do the same actually.
What?
They want to see the big map, so.
Heck, I love that we both just are screenshotting it for ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just, I'm literally on like the last couple of paragraphs of the backstory. I for gore something.
Yeah, it's all good.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll move us back in.
Yo, this place looks fucking awesome.
Yeah. I'll drop down Viny with you guys.
Yeah.
Status.
I delete my old self. I'm real now. Possum Wizard. This is the tavern, right?
Yes, this is the tavern.
I'm going to utilize the servo as my camera.
Mm. Alright, so you're able to come back up, and the tavern owner's like, oh, hey, do you take care of the rats?
Indeed, someone else needs to handle the bodies.
Oh, well, I can call the... I'll call somebody as they go find their sending stone. Well, yeah, in the meantime, I'll pay you for taking care of that. Let's see here. Right,
Casually
5
paying
days of
all.
free lodging. You can use them consecutively or individually.
Appreciated.
And from last time, there is still the quote-unquote thief that might be happening during the night. The 4 out of 5 more days of training that little group. And then some more quests on the board because I rolled things.
About what time is it now, since I was pretty sure that clearing out the rats wouldn't be that long?
Yeah, that was literally like probably just like an hour.
Alright. Is it okay if I try to take a short rest here?
Sure thing.
Since we are already at an end.
Yep. You guys can go ahead and take a short rest.
Short rest can be done in
Recovering.
an hour, right?
I think so.
Well, you're the DM, you can decide how long it takes.
Georgia.
Yeah, it's 1 hour long.
Fantastic. I wonder if my servo regains health has hit dice.
Well, it has hit dice, I'll tell you that much. It has quite a lot of them.
Yeah, that's true, it does. But it is an NPC, so I don't know if it recovers health over short rest.
If I remember correctly, NPCs recover a set amount, which is usually the average roll. For like half of their, or however many they need. It's just, I think it has like 34 hit dice. You can just go ahead and give it back its maximum.
Alright, I'll just roll its hit dice.
Yeah, it's gonna heal up just fine.
Hey, is 316 D4 the correct number?
I don't think so.
Okay, because this thing would have more hit points than a Tarask.
I'm gonna look at it real quick because I thought it had 34. Oh, it does have 316 D4s. That is wrong.
That has to be incorrect.
That was supposed to be 34. Or 31. Or maybe even 16. How in the hell did I get that many dice?
I don't know, but it was
There's supposed to be
very
another
fun.
hit die for each level.
You open the closet, the dice just started pooling out.
And so
Oh,
zero,
alright, Servo,
from
time to
0
heal
to
ascends to godhood.
quarter to half to 1. That should be like a lot less hit die. Something's wrong. I'm
At least it
gonna
rolled
get
around
more hit
number.
dice. Okay, we're drastically reducing the health bar. So 44 plus, and con mod is 1, so that'd be 4 slash R,
He was fun with 120 health.
3 times 4 plus 4. See, that's correct. I don't know why
Wait.
it gave him that much health when I did that thing, but, you know, now he's normal.
Where am I?
Somewhere on the map. Hold on. I don't think you're on the map.
You were unpersoned.
Okay. Bonk.
There you go.
Alright, anyways. I'm going to roll hit dice to heal,
Yep.
which I'm pretty sure. Does hit dice count as a class feature?
Yes. Well, I think it's a feature of every class that you get hit dice. So I guess, yeah.
So if it is, then I always gain an additional 5 HP per hit dice.
Nice.
That's crazy.
Crazy.
It didn't carry over my health from the other room, so I don't know or remember where it was.
I will look over. Oh, you were at 11.
Alright,
Alright, with 2 hit dice, I'm back to full.
I'll take a short rest and blow about 2 hit die.
Alright, we can go ahead and close the watch together. I didn't want to run too much more of Metal Gear.
Yeah, the Metal Gear songs were oddly loud.
Actually,
I
let me
had
just-
I had to turn down
roll these
my
until they're
watch
gone.
together. It was on max when I opened it.
Yeah, I understand.
Was it that, or was it just loud for the?
Oh, Metal Gear music is just like bass loud. I had it down to like
okay.
5% and it was still, I could hear it just fine.
I had it down
Okay.
to the absolute minimum that I could put it down to, and it made it,
It made it tolerable.
It made it barely louder than you guys talking.
Yeah.
That's fair. Well,
Damn it, congestion. ASMR for the viewers.
Perfect.
Wonderful.
Alright.
So, after an hour, Max is going to go out and attempt to find this nighttime hooligan.
And we did start in the morning, then we got to noon, and then we got to downstairs, and it's probably 1 in the afternoon, or maybe even 2.
There, now I'm back up to 34 instead. I didn't want to use all my hit dice.
Understandable. Alright, so you guys want to go looking around for the other things?
I was just planning on doing that myself so that they could handle whatever the other task was.
Yeah. I'm gonna pull up,
Do I have the feeling I need to go pray?
That's up to you.
Should I roll religion then?
I mean, if you feel like you want to pray, you can pray.
Well, it's to see if my character thinks you should.
Ah. Oh yeah, if you roll high, you think you should. If you roll low, you don't.
10.
That's a toss-up.
I'm indecisive. He sees other people kind of going out on their own thing, and he's like, you know, I might as well check, I guess.
Alrighty, I will. And the fun thing about with the newer stuff is I can drag each of you to separate places.
Yeah, that is really
Yay.
nice.
I love the drag so much.
So depending on where everybody wants to go, I can drag you guys to different places.
Mm-hmm. It's like taking your kids to a playground, except it's grown-ass fucking adults who can think for themselves for some reason.
Alright, son, have fun playing in traffic.
Oh god, Timmy went up too high on the swing. Billy, why are you going down that thing? Oh god, Timmy! Oh, Fred got hit by a truck.
Anyway, so
Yeah.
you're gonna go investigate. I will put you over here. And Qor'byn, you want to go pray? I'm gonna put you over here.
Qor'byn's got to go ahead and impede somebody's personal quest
I did say
again.
earlier, I'll go help with the thief.
All right, I'll put you over there. What about Sir Corus and Koichi?
I'm not sure what to do, so honestly, I don't mind helping.
Alright, you're gonna go help.
Yum.
Once again, something I planned to handle myself becomes the entire party's task because I'm the only one who made a decision.
Welcome to being party leader.
What?
Uh,
I have no idea what you're talking about, but okay.
I just find it funny that pretty much only one other person decided to do something on their own.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, but I'm still exhausted from work.
I
I already
understand.
said I was
shit.
helping last time.
Yeah.
I'm here for personal reasons.
So,
I don't want him to
Sir
outshine my
Corus,
money.
there's plenty of
taking.
things to do. I even updated the bounty board for other things to do. The local
Alright.
Mages Guild is hosting an expedition into the forest. You should go there and visit for more information. And the local Mages Guild also has a college course in magical theory that needs new members.
right.
How unpopular of a magic school do you have to be to need to openly recruit new students?
It entirely depends on who decides to go towards technology or magic.
Right. So, I just want to backtrack my brain knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
So, you remember how we had to fight all the ghasts and ghouls and
Yeah.
shit on the fucking train?
Yep.
Those are usually around due to a large necromantic force.
Yes.
And that was in the middle of basically the forest on a train ride.
Yes.
Something's in the forest and we're fucked. I remembered that and I'm like, wait a minute. There could be a necromancer there. Damn it.
Do you feel like reporting it? I mean, you already
Yeah.
reported that there were ghast and ghouls, and
Yeah, they probably came to the same conclusion, but I'm just like, you know what? I'm gonna go head over and make sure that they know.
all right.
So I
I'll
had to
put you
local-
on the same map as Qor'byn.
Really?
That's the
I'm
same
on
direction.
a map because it's completely black for me.
Don't worry, you'll be black too.
Hold on.
Hey, yo? Wait, I get new powers?
The end word
You
power.
get power word stun.
All right, so for those of you that are on a black map, which is all of you,
Power word N.
Oh, I'm in a city square.
Oh, you can see
Yeah.
things?
Yeah, I can see
Yeah.
cities. I can see kind of villageness.
Okay,
Close
cool.
your eyes.
You can just drop yourself off wherever you think you would be. And then for those of you in the blackness, you should drop yourselves off. Uh,
I crawl out of the well like a gremlin because that's where the inn is for some reason.
right here for you guys.
You said I
Alrighty.
could pick anywhere. I picked the well.
Damn. We slapped right near the same spot. Pretty good.
Yep.
Guess
Now,
in the
what can
town
you
area.
see?
Yes.
Oh, that's supposed to be walled off. That's not supposed to be see-through. Hold on, let me fix that.
Happens.
Oh, sweet. But what if...
Rip. Anyway, you can tell that's the central garden.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, look, a walled garden. I wonder if they have any apples.
Alright, I will start dropping in NPCs in these areas.
Yay.
I pulled a muscle in my hand at work, so now I just got like a twitch.
Ooh.
Hooray.
And yes, they're all the same because commoner is just a woman.
Ah, yes. That's how you know you're a commoner if you have 10 HP and am woman.
Oh, these ones have 4.
An HP?
Pick a
What are you talking
disability,
about?
Damn.
Alrighty,
Well, that's regular. Commoners have 4 HP.
yep.
10 experience is what they're worth.
Yep.
Wait, they're worth experience?
Alright, we're gonna go towards, those of you in the town square first.
Because 0 CR is worth 10 experience.
I didn't know
A
that.
measly 10. It's like handing somebody a penny and saying
Stomping a
congratulations.
rat versus stomping a human, worth the same.
Yeah.
That's a human being. Yes.
So what you're saying is if I commit mass genocide, it's a quick way of leveling up?
Hilarious.
Depends on how you define quick.
Well, let's see here. An average city has how many? 350,000 people? Blade Blast Fireball.
You would need to guarantee that you get all of that experience and that somehow nature doesn't.
Well, that's the problem. By building this device that I call a thermonuclear bomb.
Foolish of you to think you're the first one to make it.
He just reminded me
Well,
of
here's
the
the
video.
problem. I don't give a fuck about the other person who made it. I just care about me making it.
I'm not quite.
Understandable.
I'm not quite sure how this helps you with your water dealings, but sure.
How will this affect the trout population?
Based on
Very
what happened in
carefully.
Canada, it doesn't.
Glowing fish.
That's
What
the
happened
neat
in
part.
Alright, so those of you in the market
That's the neat
square,
part.
you're just bumbling around trying to talk to people and maybe even investigating what seems like shady people. Can this wheel
Yeah.
stop getting stuck? It literally doesn't get stuck on anything. Just the bearing in the wheel is just gone.
WD-40.
No, I mean the steel balls and the bearings are like coming
Oh,
out.
no
Steel,
balls.
Allow me to test.
Huh?
Anyway,
Balls?
I'm looking for L Church.
Yes, you're in the garden. These guys are in the town square. I'm doing the town square first.
So yeah, that investigation.
Oh, this
They
is
have-
the garden, because in the top left it says Town Square, and I'm confused.
I am sorry. That isn't
Anyway.
supposed to say town square. It's supposed to say nothing at all.
Nothing at all.
Okay. Well, this is totally not a town square, and I have never been convinced of such.
Here, let me help you out. You don't see a damn thing.
As a shady person myself, I'm upset that someone's feeling like
I guess that works.
You don't see a damn thing. That was worth it.
Viva la resistance.
Alrighty. So you guys in the town square. You're doing investigation.
there's my comment for that.
Myself, I'm upset that some man takes my customers from me.
I love broken English, Fox.
Alright, so normally this guy strikes at night, but he might be scouting out potential victims in the day. You know,
That's what I'm
like
doing.
as you do.
He's just like me, for real, for real.
I hate that.
Disturbing the peace.
You know, I
So
haven't
you're
checked my
looking
charisma.
around, and you're like, man, I really wish this guy would just make himself easily seen. And hold on, I've got a token.
I can't
I've
wait
got a
for your
guy.
slightly shady commoner.
That-
Oh,
Nah,
do
I'm
I
better
get
at
to
it.
roll investigation too?
Yes, you
I'm
can.
decently good
Yeah.
at that. Can I have my servo help myself?
Yes.
Fantastic.
I
It
believe
gives
in
you like
you.
another eyeball, basically.
Holy
What does
I
it?
knew he. I knew he was gonna roll a nat 20. I
What
don't
does
know
a
how.
nat 20 get me?
Alright, so let's go from lowest to highest. So for Erza, you're looking around and you see like little signs that, hey, maybe somebody stored something in this broken brick on the side of this building. Because you look in there, for some reason it just caught your eye, and you look in there. There's like a little note saying tonight at 3 a.m. And that's like all it says, and you're like, what the fuck?
I'm just gonna stuff it back in there for now.
All right. And then Vinny, you're able to like spot some people looking shady, but you can't really tell which one. It's like this group here.
damn, all rivals.
You can just tell that like they don't look like they're quite, you know, like the rest of the people there. They look the same, but they just don't act the same. And then for Dan, your maximum investigative skills, the superior to everyone else's. You're able to see that one of them isn't quite human.
Oh man.
And every single person, other than the main characters I've seen so far, have been human, haven't they?
Oh yeah. I mean, some of them might be a little bit elf-eared, like
Ah.
Clashstar, you know, because of Clashstar Kingdom. But you know, they're just very rare. Half elves are more likely than elves.
Mm-hmm.
Can you remind me again what this mission was?
It was a thief, I think.
Yes, because I want to know. I want to know the things that were.
A possible thief roaming around at the streets at night, stealing from the homes of our residents. Reward if captured, 20 gold, and if killed, 10.
Alright, I'm going to have the servo just attach itself to this guy. The not a person.
Oh, this wheel is really fucked up. It's screaming when I try to move it.
You should hear my chair. That thing requires noise suppression.
I mean, yeah.
Fire level 1.
Yep.
I was gonna grab a token. I just need to grab it.
So Servo is gonna go and basically stow away on this guy.
All right. Where did I put this shit?
Be like Squidward. Get some canned bread.
I don't know why I thought you were gonna say be like Squidward, get pregnant.
That was not what I was saying. I was thinking about the one meme where he's like canned coochie.
You have
Canned
3 wolves
coochie.
inside you.
And I was like, wait, we're being recorded. I'm gonna be less cursed for once, and then you come out with that shit.
Yeah,
That's
okay, the
great.
recording. It'll only be my downfall if I ever get popular.
It's not like session 1 of Kingdom Hearts happened or anything. It's not like I recorded like 3 hours of content before that session started.
Where we were all awful equally, yeah.
It's not like hack summoned. It's not like
Director's cut.
it's not like hack summoned Voltron right before.
Alright. Here we go.
The fuck
He
is
looks slightly different.
Anyways, I don't notice that part, obviously.
So yeah,
But-
this servo just hangs onto some of his clothing and basically
fine.
stowaways for the mission.
Mm-hmm. And I'm going up here to basically get a better... Just kind of stealthily, just sit here and try to listen to any conversations.
They seem to be doing some sort of signals that not talking at all.
So, first of all, in case they do anything, I'm just trying to notice. And
Understandable.
if thieves can't, I have thieves can't. If
Oh, the wonderful Viny.
What can't they do?
still
I had
my
to do
fucking
that.
customers.
So you can tell that their thieves can't and your thieves can't are kind of similar, but it's like a dialect. So
He's got
mainly
an
it's
accent.
yeah.
Damn, he's British.
You know how American sign language and European sign language are completely different.
Uh-huh.
Which is everyone should be using ASL anyway. So my brain just died. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Probably because I don't got music playing. I did close out that thing earlier, so.
I can't wait to go back to you, Dan, and go, hey, I found group. I think these are the guys. Yeah, that is the guy. Points at the one. I just take a fucking. I just turn back and just have to double take and go. How the fuck did I not notice that before?
Well, people come in all shapes, sizes, and colors.
How did you notice he isn't blue?
How did I not notice he was named Megamind?
Anyway,
But
Wait,
my idea is I'm going to be probably the most suspicious person here and go off into a dimly lit area and enter stealth.
understandable. I was trying to say the things that they were signing off. That's
Sure.
what I was trying to do.
You go right ahead and I'll go fuck myself until you're ready.
You're fine. I was trying to get myself back into the game because every time I have to do something, I get sidetracked by another thought in my head.
I understand.
So they're signing to each other like, "Oh yeah, that's a good mark over there." They've got like a huge purse of coins, and oh, that guy looks like he's rich. His clothes are a little bit richer than the rest, and then one of them was like, "Why not those adventurers? They look like they got some money."
Acknowledging ear twitch.
Yeah, that's just like their basic conversations.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll open up that guy's thing. He does not detect you guys. So,
And I'm just doing the, I'm too obvious to be a guy illicit bullshit.
Yep.
Just twiddling my thumbs, looking like I'm keeping to myself when I'm paying attention to the corner of my eye. Thank God I have goggles, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna wear these sunglasses so people can't tell where I'm looking.
Looks
Yeah.
directly. Face in.
Yeah, my head's just a little tilted. Clothing goggles, you know?
Anyway, well, we already covered Erza. you pull the thing out of a brick and put it back in the brick. Viny got up there, Servos over there, Dan's trying to sneak around.
Once I enter stealth, I'm going to attempt to scale this building. And,
That's perfectly fine.
And following the servo's tracking, it's going to pay attention to the people he steals from, what he steals from them, and where he's going. And I'm going to track him on the rooftops. You know,
So they're
if I'm
kind of wandering
successful.
around like that, bumping into a couple people.
Sorry, I'm back. What I missed?
Hi, Ak.
The group is moving around and bumping into people. Don't worry about it.
I'm on the move.
I am...
So,
Oh, I can't actually move onto the building's roofs.
oh, that's like a 10-foot vertical.
Yeah, I was gonna try and climb up.
Okay, I will help you out. Do you mind giving me like an athletics? 'Cause that is a 10-foot vertical.
Okay.
Well,
Oh.
an above average acrobatics, maybe?
You can use up half your movement and get to the top. I'll move you over.
That sounds good to me.
Mm-hmm. Thank God one-way walls are real now.
I'm stuck in the wall.
Fine, here.
Thank you.
Anyways, fucking... I just
And if you
want
want to get down, use this ladder. Or that ladder.
Alright, well, I'm going to be following them, so... Walk
Actually,
over
no,
Yeah.
this
just
little
that
ladder.
one right there. Do not use the other one. And if you want down, let me know.
Alright,
Oh wait, no, the other ladder down
That's
here is also
exactly
useful.
what I was about to do.
I'll let Dad know when
Okay.
it's time to get off the steps. So
So both...
as I'm walking over to track this guy, I see Erza trying to do the exact same thing.
And no one sees me.
Alright, you have a climbing speed of 20 feet. You're able to get right on top. Here you go.
I'm pretty sure no one's gonna fucking find me with that 24.
No one is. You just kind of Skyrim crouch and you just kind of disappear.
I'm just like walking like I'm fucking hitting super.
What was that
Just
noise?
fucking the hands in pockets and shit. Just walking forward casually, Tavis.
So the nice thing about having the servos, I don't even need to be nearby to know where they're going and follow them. So even though I rolled shit on stealth, I don't really have to see them.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and they seem to be kind of walking around, just bumping into people occasionally,
Mm-hmm.
making their way back up. It's their way of scouting out everything.
Yeah. I'm just trying to like, be behind and when they move around and bump, I just get bumped with them. Cause not gonna...
You guys are doing good enough. You're beating passives.
Well, while we're just waiting up here, I'm gonna tell Max about the note.
What does the note say?
Something about meet here at 3 a.m. So I suppose that's what we're waiting for.
3 a.m. That's awful inconvenient. Can't these thieves be a bit more respectful on someone's sleep?
Mm-hmm.
You can very clearly tell he's trying to make a sarcastic joke.
Well, so because outside they're thieves. What do you expect?
Quite.
I gotta turn you up again. Hold on.
Well, I have nothing against standing right here until the time comes, but I've got a bit of a clue to track of my own. As he points over to the four that have been bumping into people in perfect formation for the past like 10 minutes or so.
Oh yeah.
Clever.
those four in particular have done nothing of use in this town square for the past 10 minutes and have covered the grounds a good few times. I've attached a bit of a tracker of my own, and I'm attempting to not raise any suspicions about my awareness of them. Hope you do the same.
Part of my plans.
I'll be able to tell where they're going, and I've paid attention to those that they've crossed.
Alright. And they will be...
Where did I find that note at, by the way?
right there.
Alright. I think I'll stay on this roof. Just make sure to watch over the meeting point. Just in case.
Should these people go away into another building, I'll give pursuit. In the meantime, I'm letting my tag along do the hard part for me.
And after about another 10 minutes of that, the groups do split up.
Chicken.
Oh, sorry, I forgot to drag your guy.
Yep. They're breaking up. I trust you to follow one. I trust you to follow the most interesting group. As he starts going south.
I will follow whichever group he's not following.
They broke into
Alright.
3, I believe.
Yep. A singular one went that way, and these two went that way.
Yeah. No. Oh shit. I'm just... Help!
Are you being a dingus? Or do you need me to let you down?
Yeah, I'm just gonna...
Help me, Father.
There you go. I'm trying to keep you out of the wall, because if you keep moving into the wall, you're gonna have problems. There.
Mommy, help me!
Mommy, help me.
Excuse me.
What's that mean? Sorry.
Oh, pardon me.
This is going to be one of my funnier timestamps.
Alright. I was gonna do Billy's part here, but he went to go get food.
That's fair.
Yeah, so he's
You already
dead
picked this
then.
plate back. Shut the fuck!
Dog. Just in the background. I love dogs. They always do that stuff.
I had my very suspenseful music on, so I was sitting there with my blood pumping, and now I'm back to being tired.
Is it in the watch together? Because I closed that out a while ago.
No, it's in my Spotify.
Understandable.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. I'm just gonna listen along for a little bit. It's mostly because, like, the normal in-game music, I don't know if it's gonna be good for these scenes.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot me.
And, I mean, I'll at least try to do your situation, Braden, because even if Billy is not doing anything there, we can at least do yours.
Yeah.
So you make your way towards the station so you can go report on the necromancer. But we have to get through the garden district of the city.
Right.
Well, not district. This is garden square, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. Just fucking moving around, letting the, House Vax emblazoned across the armor just be like, alright, move.
Yep. I have something. You do hear things skittering on rooftops every now and again.
That doesn't sound right. I'll use a perception check, I guess.
All right.
All right.
All right, that's good. That's good. You kind of get the sense that there is something out there crawling around on the rooftops, but so far you haven't been able to see whatever it is.
Hmm. Damn.
Why are you licking my shorts?
Dog.
Do not.
My legs.
Anyway, yeah. It's not really a fun sound, as it sounds like long talons scraping on roof tiles.
Oh, I don't like that. No, no, no. Light crossbow out. I'm looking around like, what the fuck is that?
Some of the commoners, once they see you pull out a weapon and go on alert, they're like, all right, I'm out. Oh, goodbye.
Diabetes.
Yeah, it is just.
I have a can as well.
It's at a low ready, but like, you know how it is. I'm gonna get to a higher position.
And as you get up, you kind of see a reflection of light in the corner of your eye, and then when you go to look, it's gone.
Squint.
Would that
And
be
I would
Among Us?
like
Or
you
am
to
I
make
just
a
crazy?
dexterity save.
Oh shit. Oh, that's a bad save. Okay.
I don't see anything. Ooh.
I predicted that it was gonna be bad, but I didn't think it was gonna be that bad.
Play
Oh
the
my
hunter
god.
sound.
Hack, you know what to do.
That's not a hunter.
Oh.
You dumb
I
motherfucker.
didn't hear Tavis.
Bruh. It's all good.
Close enough. Into the lead pipe.
So, from a rooftop and materializing in front of you, but still translucent, you might recognize this in a different campaign. It is a very see-through creature with long talons for fingernails.
Oh gosh, it makes my skin crawl, but I don't remember it.
Don't worry about it. You only saw them once in the woods.
It's a
Wait,
fucking
no.
leg.
It misses.
The Skulk. Oh my gosh, that's a long time ago. Holy crap. Well, thanks for letting me know. My
As
character
it
doesn't know
attacks
what it
you, it
is.
runs right past and vanishes again.
No. But thanks for letting me know. My character doesn't, but I do.
Right. And
All right.
I will go ahead and do a mini combat with you and a singular Skulk.
Man, that's crazy. I wonder how the guys are doing over there, right, guys?
I'm sure they're fine.
Wow, he rolled shit.
All right. Cool.
So you're up first. As you
Since
kind
I
of saw kind of where he went.
yeah. Let's see. Switch to the long sword. Just straight double hand that crap. So no shield added.
Would you like to do a bonus action insight check to remember some specific lore about this creature?
Yeah. That'd just be history, wouldn't it?
History also works. Or Arcana.
Um. The best I can give you would be insight. That's right.
Yeah.
I've got a question for the DM. Is this the same person that my servo was attached to?
No.
Okay.
So, from your insight, Braden, you kind of remember like a monster in a book that you read once because you're in the academy.
Mm-hmm.
But if you look in reflections, you can find this creature.
Right. All right then. I will try to angle my blade in front of me so that I'll always see a reflection of what it sees off to the side.
Oh yeah, and basically it's like that Signs movie, as you have
Yeah.
to turn the blade and see the alien.
Oh, I hate that. But yeah,
So
I
I will
think
let
he
you see it, so that way you can actually attack it now.
just full bore, just go at it. And I have already. I don't have extra attack yet, do I? Damn.
I guess not.
Oh well. Normal. Yeet.
That's a hit. And you deal a significant amount of damage. It feels like you almost cut this guy in half.
Yep. Then that's all I can do. So just prepare.
Alright. It realizes it can be seen, and it just screeches and tries to claw you to death.
Oh boy.
That's a nice 13
It
damage
does
against
not
me.
have advantage. So you don't take the necrotic.
Oh. Really? Okay, so -6.
Yeah, because if it has advantage, you take the necrotic damage as well, because it's striking, I think, your soul or some shit.
Right. Okay.
Cool. And now it's your turn.
Whack.
Hit. And you done well cleave this thing in half. As it is now fully visible as a very pale, fleshy creature, humanoid in shape. I'll put it in the Discord chat. Evil D&D.
Yeah, it is nuts looking.
That's
Yep. And that completes that little combat segment.
I basically just 1v1 a bloodsucker with a sword.
Yep. You always seem to find your way into fighting something.
Yeah. Corus is gonna take a breather.
And some people would have alerted the guards, and which you're buddies with. Unaligned,
Yeah.
humanoid, guard. What seems to have happened? Oh wait, no, I have a specific faction guard. Hold on.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the general. Sorry. We don't need the general right now. We can have a soldier though.
Go to the general, save them time.
shut the fuck up.
I
Not sponsored.
unless
We're not
Sorry.
sponsored.
Oh my god.
What seems to have happened? Oh god, what is that thing?
The general.
The general was the killer all along. Anyway, I'm sure you would just tell him right away that you think it's like a creature of some sort and it needs to be disposed of. And he'll go ahead and take it with the help of some other guys.
Hmm. Hold on.
Alright. And then I'll move back to you guys, back at the town square. Everybody still waiting for him?
Yeah.
I think so.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Yeah.
The guards will take care of the situation, and you should be able to walk on to your next location just fine. I'm gonna hop
Yeah.
back to these guys.
Let's see. Okay, so I'll just kind of do a quick jog to the station because I don't want anything else in my way.
Yep, that's fine. And whenever
This
Billy
is
gets
the
back, I'll
second time I've
cover
been
his.
assaulted today.
Yeah, and whenever Billy gets back, I'll cover his thing.
Mm-hmm.
Just I'm gonna move back to these guys because yeah.
I'll just put myself in like the bottom right corner.
Yep.
Right.
You guys find yourself following these guys for quite a bit. Maybe like 10 minutes, probably. And, I got. I'm going to move us to another map that you guys have become very acquainted with. Where is it at? Oh, there it is.
Man, I love this map. It's the most detailed one of the game.
The orange box.
It has the most history, too.
Man, it does. What the fuck?
Alright, so I'll grab the people. You guys are able to follow them around for quite a bit because they don't really hide their actions too well. Seems like they're not really that great at thieves.
Oh.
But they eventually go to a hideout and all go in from different angles and different doors and shut it themselves in.
Mm-hmm.
How do you guys wish to proceed into their little hideout if you're going to go in?
So first thing I want to do before anything is, since I was trailing like right behind him with all that, I'm just gonna at some point turn back to the other two and just go, took long enough. How was the trailing? How trailing? There we go. Mm-hmm.
Not so bad, I suppose.
You get a little yip in thumbs up. Well, you don't know that I just swore at you violently. Vulpins are fun.
Oh, yeah. They're great.
Anyways, with just a flick of the wrist, I'm just gonna be holding some of these Steve tools and just go, one in.
Look at that fleck of my.
Yep.
You
Do you
got
want in?
You got another plan, Marshall? Ah, shit, he ain't here.
I am here. I am here. I've just been muted in it, and fuck.
Reaching away from your pockets, what? It's a joke.
You'll do well to keep your hands to yourself. You don't know what I keep in here.
Exactly.
We got some Pop-Tarts and ibuprofen.
I have a
You
headache.
have any ibuprofen? I have a headache.
They only ask that after you take the last one.
Oh my god.
Well, yeah. You got all that, Dan? When I described the base and all that.
Yeah, just going.
Georgia, shut your bitch ass up.
You go ahead, Vinny.
Yep. So just gonna. I'm gonna very carefully and gently check if the doors are unlocked. And all that stuff, that at least the closest one.
The closest door, you kind of try to wiggle the handle, and it doesn't move at all.
Mm-hmm. Before I attempt it, I'm gonna press my ear against the door and try to listen to anything on the other side. Damn, this is a thick door.
You hear just like muffled sounds and movement. Maybe they're having a conversation. Maybe they're just having a drink. Who knows?
So what I can do is, can I finally take my servo off of the dude?
Even fine.
You can, yeah.
And I would like my servo to scuttle towards the entry point.
Yep. And inside the building, you can tell it's just like an empty warehouse full of a lot of vertical boxes that look like almost coffins.
Alright, can I...
Oh god, laughing coffin from SAO.
Can I, via the servo, scan around to see if there's anything that looks like a point of exit alternative? So that if
Sure
we
can.
bust this place open, we can either expect where they'll try to run from, or we'll know they'll be cornered.
So, each one of them had like a different entrance. The two that were together came through a big double doors.
Okay.
The other single guys came together through a single back door. But with your servo, you're able to look around and find like what we would call a sewer grate. They would just call a vent into the side of the building, where you can potentially just climb in and just get on top of some boxes, then climb your way down.
Okay, Max is going to say wait and listen, as the servo is going to run around and fasten each of the exits so that they don't open.
Oh man.
I believe via Chain Master I can spellcast through my familiar.
Yes.
No fucking way.
Yeah. That's how it works.
Perfect. So
You
You can
brilliant
even cast
bastard.
on self.
yes. So it. Let me see. Sacred Flame has a verbal and somatic component, but it doesn't say that it. It says that I can do the verbal and somatic components, and the effect can just sort of happen anywhere I see. I can see through the familiar, but I don't have to speak out of it.
Right.
So
Oh my fucking
it won't
god.
raise any alarms if I use Sacred Flame to weld the vent shut.
Well, would holy flames make a sound?
If it was a normal flame, I would assume.
Ask your god.
About how much sound does a flame make?
That's a crackle, that's
pop.
not it.
Yeah, pops and crackles, not much.
But then again, that's normally just...
It'd probably be some sort of divine version of it in terms of sounds.
Smell, however, would be a different thing, I guess.
Honestly, all you're probably gonna get out of it sound-wise is like maybe it makes the building sound like it's creaking way more, but they might not be able to tell.
Sure.
So I'm gonna go ahead and roll wisdom for them, see if they can tell. Something's up. They can tell
Well,
something
yep.
happened, but they don't know what.
Okay, then. If I notice their behavior change, I'll think of a different plan.
I mean, they kind of become a little bit more alert, but that's like about all you can tell.
Okay. Did anything happen to the vent that I just attempted to weld?
Well, if you use the Sacred Flame, it would put a little bit of a fire hole through it.
Okay. The idea was to try to seal it to its rim, so that way it couldn't actually open.
Ah. So you're just trying to seal all the exits, is what you were trying to do.
The idea was to seal the exits, yes.
Yes, all of them. Like, can't get in.
More like can't get out.
Right. So you would be able to successfully weld the vent shut. It will still have air coming through, but now just gonna smell awful.
Sounds good to me.
And these guys would probably tell that metal is warped somewhere. So they're probably going to try to see if there's any magic about, which one of them can determine magic.
Well, Sacred Flame is an instant effect, so...
Yes. But magical residue is a thing.
True.
But of course they would have to find it to do that kind of, determination. What else does your servo do? Does it just go to the other exits now?
It was going to go to the others and then just kind of... If it can squeeze through the... If there's like a bar to close them, it'd try to do that as quietly as possible, which would probably involve a dice roll. And
Right.
And Max will also tell them there's 3 other entrances. If we get in, we need to block the exits quickly.
I will say, since it is a tiny or small creature, it does have advantages in the stealth check, but you still need to make a stealth check to get by them without them noticing the servo.
Very true. Because it's not like I'm just godlike here.
Mm-hmm.
17 stealth.
And because they're active, they have to make separate rolls. Well, one of them could see it. So one of them, surprisingly not the blue-headed guy, it was the commenter to the far right, was able to like, hey, what is that thing? And you're able to hear that because they say it out loud through your servo.
Alright. And I'm just going to give the signal to Koichi. Go ahead.
It's time to tool this thing open, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Rolled an 8, huh?
You're able to get the door open. It's a very simple lock.
Yay. Then I'm just, once, the click happens and all that, I'm just gonna gesture to the door and say, welcome home to my friends.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Erza, you look quick. You take the far exit.
Take the far.
And
Yes.
the servo can see as these commoners are no longer commoners. They are revealing themselves to be what they truly are.
3 dwarves! How horrifying!
In a trench coat, nonetheless.
Well, that's just the basic thing for the bandit, but sure. 3 dwarves, why not? Oh, no, that's too high level. How about...
Is there like a physical far
nope.
exit on the outside here, or is it just inside?
Okay, so what? Okay, there were 2 doors and a vent. He welded the vent. One door has been unlocked by Viny, and the other door is still locked. You guys are going through the now unlocked door.
Yes.
That's the case. Max asked me to go through the other one, so that's where I'll go.
The only thing I'm asking of you is to cut off their other escape route.
Yep, that's the plan.
Hell yeah.
And just think of it as a singular warehouse. Like, that's about this big. So there's gonna be cover and shit everywhere. I'm just not gonna make all that cover.
Roger that.
You just have to make an action to, take a cover if you want to use it.
Yeah. So, once Koichi decides to open the door, we'll kind of just rush through. Since they'll probably be, since they're going to be violent no matter what comes through.
Erza's just gonna prepare an action.
And because they were alerted, they get to roll initiative along with you guys. Of course, the bandits.
Hi.
Hey.
Man, those are pretty good rolls.
It's very good that you rolled almost high, the highest possible on initiative, so that hopefully you can open the door first.
Do you want me to roll initiative since I'm not going in with them yet, or?
Well, you'll be in combat soon.
Okay, then I'll go ahead and roll. But I'll go ahead and prepare my action before it starts, so,
Mm-hmm.
Did it work?
I don't see nothing. There it is.
There it goes. Damn, I'm slow.
Just a little bit.
I'm a little
This
bit
is a
retarded.
part of the This is a part of the story where one of the bandit, goons go, "I seen that guy before. He's been tailing us. I thought he was just a civvy." If the show was peak, however,
But it's not.
it's a D&D.
I have combat music. I don't know which one it was.
That's crazy.
Crazy. I was crazy once. They locked me in a room.
That's it, they locked me in a room.
I think it's this one. Come on, roll 20.
Come?
Hold on, I can't hear anything. What's this? That doesn't sound good. Where did I know we got the rats last time. Okay, that was rat battle.
I'm beginning to feel like a rat god. Rat god.
Instead of rap god is a rat god.
Yeah.
I think this one's the regular combat music. I guess desert combat music is fine.
I mean, all that's gonna be left of these fucks are how they're gonna be forgotten to the sands of time. So it checks out.
Koichi, it is you up first, since no one gets a surprise round.
Hello.
Alright.
So, just, good old staff on my hand. Just gonna point my fucking staff at him, and pew the fucking Mr. Megamind.
Okay.
It's so I'm just gonna say my customers and then just the rest of the cantrip cast and stuff in Vulpin. And then Megamind for 20.
My customers shoot someone.
You will notice that it sees
Yeah.
your attack coming on and rolls with advantage against it.
Ooh. So yeah, 20 for hitting, con for blinding. Man, he didn't get blinded.
He didn't even need advantage, but still. He takes the 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he just got shot with radiant. Actually, wait a minute. What is his damage? Okay, no, you're fine.
Yeah, I
You
have
did normal
radiant.
damage. You did normal. Alright. Alright.
Yeah.
You pretty much announced your position. Oh god, there he is.
Yeah, that's my thing for now.
Awesome. Move on to Max. You stroll on in and you see one of them take a radiant bolt to the face just fine. He's muted.
Right. Where would the other exit be that the servo was fucking with?
Well, they would have spotted the servo and tried to stop him. So
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to roll for a scuffle there or.
Well, I was asking where it was so I can position it in the right place.
Okay, well, it would have been like over here, and the other exit would have been like over here. So I guess Erza would be up here.
Sounds good. I'm basically going to turn the corner from the doorway and immediately shoot a hand crossbow into this guy.
Okay.
Because now I have all of the Ratmen's hand crossbows. Because
Yep.
nobody wanted to take them. So I've got a brace of crossbows.
I don't need to reload. I can just shoot 14 of them.
Cross cannon.
Alright.
I don't think that hits.
No, I don't think it does.
Shame. Do you have a bonus action?
I do have a bonus action, but I'm a warlock.
Man. Doesn't your servo go on your turn?
It can, but now that it only has 16 health, I'm not sure I want to risk it in battle.
You could let Erza in.
It's going to go up to the door, and it's going to hold its action for Erza's turn.
Okay. And the bandits will notice that everything is going on. It's like, what is going on? Let's get him! And this one's gonna run at Koichi, this one's gonna run at you. This one kind of looks back and forth and decides to pull out a crossbow and try to shoot you. Aimed at Dan for 3 piercing.
Well, I'll be. Yeah, that hits.
Yeah. And the one in melee with you as well is going to try to swing. Man.
Yeah.
Then the one on Viny is going to swing. Well, that makes sense. That's their turn. Galvan Magen will look back towards the servo, squint, then look back to you guys, raise a hand, and shoot directly at Viny. Static discharge. A 60-foot line lightning bolt, basically.
Hey, girl.
So Viny it's a dexterity save.
Oh.
Woo.
Oh.
And half as much on a successful save. So it would be. I didn't make it roll damage. Hold on. Those 4d10 lightning.
Bitch.
There, now it should be fixed. Slash harder. 4d10. 25 lightning damage divided by 2. You could probably drop that 1 and dividing by 2 would be much easier, so it'd be 12 damage.
Ah.
You get there. You go.
Stop.
And that's his turn. Erza
Greetings.
and the servo.
The servo does the honors and opens the door for him.
Also,
Greetings, you are
I will say the bandit needed to make the saving throw as well because he's within 5 feet of Viny.
As the door opens, there is once
And
again
the
that
bandit in front of
sighing
Viny
glow.
just fucking gets vaporized.
So the first target he sees is the blue boy, I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
Correct.
Hi, Billy.
Fuck, where is it? Kablam.
Elemental discipline. Fist of the unbroken air. Alright. Yep. Strength saving throw. And this does count as a magical effect, so he will have advantage. But luckily for you, he has like nothing in strength. Alright, you're shooting a blue guy, right?
Huh?
You're shooting blue boy, right?
Yeah, I'm shooting the blue guy.
Yep. He still
he
rolls
passed.
good.
Okay, so he takes 7 bludgeoning. And because I dealt bludgeoning, I get to do this. So as the wind sort of just passes over him, a little bit of the air forms a sort of like tendril as they sort of pull him towards Erza, 5 feet.
Ah.
So we'll come that way a little bit.
Yeah. I'll say that he was like right here, so he goes right there.
Erza shall enter. And then as the funny button goes, I shall bonus action. Bonk. That's crazy.
Sad.
Oh well.
Yep.
That's all I can do. Hey Dixie.
I'll move to Koichi. Viny. Is he muted?
I love messing with this dog.
I killed him.
No, you're
Roll
supposed to wait
for a
till
soul.
after the session to kill him.
Oh.
I don't know if Vinny's there or not. I'm not hearing anything.
That's fucking crazy.
There you are.
I don't even remember clicking the mute button on this fucking thing.
Man. That's why I use Discord mute only.
It hasn't happened in fucking forever. Anyways, thankfully and unfortunately for this poor bastard, flanking advantage equals sneak attack. He's going to die.
Yep.
So, just a little bonk on the back of the head. I didn't do it on advantage. Anyways, let me help.
Oh.
Anyways, die. Oh.
Unfortunately, that is not as AC.
Our rolls
The
have
fuck?
betrayed us.
Would you like the bonus action kick him in the nuts?
Can I bonus action to bite him?
Sure.
There we go.
Sneaky breaky. Yeah, he's dead.
I just bit his throat out. Holy shit.
Carl. Sorry. Ripped it out.
Alright, I'm back.
So is
Welcome
this
back.
still the people in the...
I was gonna do your part, but you weren't here.
I'm sorry.
They're no longer in the market square. They followed the group of people to a warehouse, and they're now fighting them. And Braden went off on his own and encountered a invisible creature until he killed it, and it became visible.
Interesting.
Well, yeah, that is Koichi's turn.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you want to move somewhere.
Right.
Because you were right here, and you went
Yeah,
there.
so that'd be 20 more feet of movement, so to there.
Nice.
Hello, motherfucker.
And that is your turn.
I bet he's frightened knowing what I just did to his buddy.
And we will go on to Max.
Hello, Dan.
All right. Perfect. So, both these people just died. That's
Yep, one from friendly fire, one from getting his throat ripped out.
most unfortunate. So, Brew is going to approach this guy. I will approach this guy, rapier in hand, and Servo and I will attack in sync
Alright.
with a claw and a
Nice.
rapier. Does a 19 beat his AC?
Yes, it does.
Fantastic. Rapier first. Minimum damage. Gotta love it.
Yep, you deal full damage.
That's my Servos damage.
And that also deals full damage, minus 18. Wow. You feel like you pretty much halved this guy in like a single couple of attacks. He's looking not too happy about it.
This will be the end of the line for you. And that's all I'll say.
Yep. And the last bandit is looking at Koichi, looking at his buddies, looking back at him. Swaps out to his melee scimitar. It had to be this way, kid.
Nah.
Stay, kid.
Every time
Damn.
I say something cool, it's always for like the little guy, and the little guy hits really hard, but when the big guy rolls, it rolls garbage.
You're right, and I hate that. That's why I just rigged their stats. What?
Mm,
You too?
Nah, that's just a boss fight, though. Like, actually.
right,
They're
right.
not rigged, they're just better than you. There's a
Yep.
difference.
And that's the bandit, Galvan Magen. That's he. Let's see if he recharges. Does not. He puts out two hands towards Erza and Max, and to each of you is a shocking touch. Erza, Max.
That's a hit, unfortunately.
Okay, shocking touch on me this time?
One on each of you.
Okay, well that
First one's
hits
to the
me.
left, next one's to the down.
Then I'll take the 10.
Yep. As he decidedly decides. Runs over here. Oh, wait, no. Sorry. Runs over here. Alright. And now it is,
Can the Servo stab his legs with an attack of opportunity?
he certainly can.
Because he didn't tase the Servo.
He certainly can.
11 misses.
Yeah, it misses, yeah. Erza, that guy was really shocking. But now you can move.
I hate him.
Yeah, fuck you.
I will teach him the error of his ways. Once I tend these wounds, ow. Anyway.
Once I attend these wounds, ow, ow, ow.
Alright. I am going to punch him.
Alright.
Advantage.
Punch his balls like you're Johnny Cage.
Man, if only I could. But no, that's Matthew's job.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
Bonk.
Both hit.
Consistency is key.
You deal 12.
And
He's not happy with you.
And because of that, what I'm gonna do is use Crusher again to move him here.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna step here.
Do you want Koichi to do attack? Wait, no. That's if the okay. That's willing
No, I just didn't
movement.
want him to flank Koichi.
Ah, okay.
Thank you.
Nice.
No problem.
Friend think.
And I see
So
Qor'byn has
Koichi, all
rolled
you see is
initiative.
just fucking Erza basically just snap kick this dude in the face. And it
God
causes him to stagger
damn.
backward.
I see that Qor'byn has rolled initiative. I will get to you as soon as I finish this little thing here, because I feel like it's not going to last that long. Koichi, there's a single bandit in front of you, and he's telling you this had to be this way.
I rolled initiative from my map.
Yep. I will get to you once I'm finished with this.
Can't do.
Viny.
It's unfortunate for him, because I don't want him to exist anymore.
Standing here, I die to the adventurer.
So, let me check this.
He has no fear for the dice he has. Click clack to the heartbeat of my life.
He's so lucky that I have so many RP spells and not actual kill you spells. That's a few levels later.
Man.
It's fine. I'll just stab him or something.
Yeah, that sounds great.
How far does shoving someone push him?
5 feet.
Man, that's fucking crazy.
Or
Well-
prone, depending how hard you push him.
So yeah, just gonna drop the staff, dagger this fucker, and go in for a bite. Man.
The bite misses, but the dagger hits.
Nice, he's been stabbed.
You give him the old British special as he's like, oh goodness, oh god.
Oh, golly.
Yeah, don't worry about the angry fox snarling. Fine. Yeah, that's my turn for now.
Alrighty. Max. There's one last bandito, and then there's the blue man.
Hang on a second.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I'm back.
Yep.
Servo is going to make an attempt to tase the shit out of this bandit.
I'm also gonna drop the blue man in the chat so you guys can see what he looks like.
Servo makes an attempt to tase this guy.
He dies.
Ah.
Koichi just stabs him in the gut. The servo jumps through it.
Oh no.
Then Max just walks back after this bandit and takes the rapier and tries to stab in the exact same spot as before.
Mm-hmm. And you
Rolling
hit.
the exact same hit roll.
Was that the same damage? Hold on.
It was more damage this time.
Okay, by 2, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. -8. He's not happy with you, I can tell you that much.
You're going nowhere. Stab.
Mm-hmm. I will also take the bandits off the board. And is that your turn?
Yes.
Alrighty. Galvan Magen. He has to roll. He does not recharge it. And he throws up his hands again, trying to touch each of you. Erza. Max. I'm guessing that does hit for 10 lightning.
Alright.
And he hyper focuses on Erza and just stares you in the eyes.
Erza is just sitting there in a defensive stance.
He can't do anything else.
Cool, let's give him the 1-2 combo.
Wombo combo.
1-2. Oh, damn!
I mean, it wasn't supposed to be advantage, but you still would have hit it.
No, I'm flanking him.
Oh, yeah, a little bit. So that's 14 damage. You know what's amazing about that?
What's up?
He's still alive, barely.
Nah.
What do you mean, no?
Stab kick.
As you swiftly kick him in the side, you feel the body giving way and turning into dust as the robes fall to the floor.
Oh wait, I didn't even need to use flurry of bows. I can just do that. That is
Flurry of bows.
Well, the thing is, flurry of blows is so you can make 3 attacks. Regular martial arts makes 2 attacks.
No, flurry of blows makes it to where you can make 4 attacks. Normal martial arts you can make 3 because you can do a bonus action attack for free.
I must have misconstrued it.
It's like 3rd paragraph-ish near the bottom.
You use the attack action.
You can also make an unarmed strike. Okay, hold on, when you use the attack action with an unarmed strike or monk weapon on your turn, you can make 1 unarmed strike as a bonus action. So I didn't actually have to need to use flurry of blows. Either way. And I should probably say I'm not looking to kill this guy, I'm just looking to knock him out.
It doesn't matter. He turns to dust.
I see.
And out of one of the other vertical coffins... hold on. I have it here somewhere. Another one.
Crazy.
You mind getting behind him for me?
Sure.
And now, since I've gone through that, like 2 rounds for you guys, I'm gonna just say hello to Qor'byn over there for a quick second.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, when the camera returns, I can't wait to flank him thanks to you, Hack.
So in the garden, Qor'byn, you're just kind of wandering around, trying to do your thing, get to the place so you can do the things.
Get a place. I'll try to do a place at a different time.
Yeah, I'm looking for the most church-shaped building.
Yep. You've been there several times before. You're just trying to make your way there. It's all good. You just kind of feel... can you do a... what is your passive perception?
Qor'byn's passive is 13.
Would you like to make a perception roll instead?
Sure. 18.
You notice behind you that arcane eye again.
I'm gonna have to get a restraining order. Hopefully, at the church, someone can help me with this. This is weird, and I don't like it. Anyway, I need to go.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to find the most church-shaped building and go there.
And you notice that this place has been evacuated of civilians because recently there was a battle between one of your buddies and an invisible guy. So it's like, oh, this area should be clear, right? There shouldn't be anything heinous around.
It was clear earlier, clearly.
Yeah, really.
That's kind of strange. But I guess I'll find a church and I'll say this one is if you,
Yep, that's perfectly fine.
and then I will enter.
You go
Pray.
ahead and enter the church and realize that the priests are still there doing their things and making sure the holy water's tapped up. The holy symbols are polished. The salt in front of the door is unmarked.
Mm. That. Let's just ignore that for now. And then I'm going to, I guess, go up and ask one of the archpriests. I've got an eye following me, and I don't know what to do with it.
Oh shit, thank you for that signal there. I didn't realize that was still transparent.
No
Yeah.
problem.
Alright, I'll get rid of that. So, you said something was watching? Holy shit, is that an arcane eye?
I need
Oh
help.
no.
You know what? I can help you. I just need to do something like, and he pulls out a little bottle of holy water. He's like, if you stand out of the way, I could throw it at it. I could tell you're not exactly... Yeah.
Sure. And he'll, like, kind of step off to the side.
He throws a bottle of holy water at it. Or, not bottle, it's like a glass thing. It seems to be enchanted in a sort of way. From like a subtle cast of a magic spell, maybe. And once it hits the arcane eye, it kind of shrivels up and turns red, which is not supposed to happen. And it just speeds off to who knows where.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's not supposed to do that.
Yeah, it's been following me for a few hours. Very uncomfortable.
Well, what'd you do to get his attention?
I don't know. But, well, I guess I'll do what else I'm here for, and I'll go and make his prayer.
Yep.
So that
You can go to any of the alcoves to the gods, or you can just sit in the pew.
we'll go to a pew.
Alright.
Maybe I'll pray harder in the next time you come back to me.
Yeah, so far you're not really feeling it. It's not like doing much for you. Maybe if you give it another try here in a couple of minutes.
Yeah. And so I'll let you go back to the combat.
Yep. And back to you guys in the battle map. Whoa! Koichi.
So, thankfully, thanks to Hack, I'm going to kill this man.
And remember, in my games, you can do sneak attack on every single one.
Yeah. Do those hit?
Yep.
That's crazy. He's going to die now.
I don't know about that. Slash R. 11 plus 9 plus 5 plus 2. 27.
He's pulling his teeth out.
Alright.
Yeah, that's about it.
And Max, you see the robes of the previous one hit the ground as this one pops out of a coffin. What looks like a coffin, anyway.
Huh. Can I figure out if this is basically just a clone vat?
From what you can tell, it doesn't seem to be a clone vat, because they turn into ashes when they die, and there's no liquid being spilled onto the floor when the coffin's open.
Okay. So we'll give it one more try, and then I'll try and find out more.
Okay.
Attendant, as the servo approaches.
I can hear it skittering in my mind.
Yeah.
Excuse me, sir. I'm certain that this was some misunderstanding, but you're no longer allowed to be alive anymore. As the Ashen Lashes come out.
Alrighty. Let's see it.
1, 2, 3,
All hit.
and then the claw.
All hit. 3 plus 1 plus 3 plus 11.
And this is fire damage, not slashing.
Yep.
As now the ash that this man dissolved into collects into 3 tendrils coming out of my back.
Yep. And you realize that he seems to be fairly normal when it comes to most of the damage you guys have thrown at him. You know, like, you deal the damage you expect to deal.
Yes.
So maybe he's not that magical. As we go on to his turn, as he is a new guy, and he decides, I don't like you guys. I don't like you guys at all. And he points both hands at Koichi and Max, but
Wait,
instead of firing 2 individual shocking touches at you, he fires the static discharge and hits both of you in the straight line.
Mm-hmm.
22 on the dex save means I take
I wasn't
half.
with advantage.
Which way does this cut? Rounding up or down?
It rounds down.
Okay, so that would
And
be
the thing
8
is,
damage.
were you wearing any metal of any kind?
My armor is leather.
Okay, you're fine. Koichi.
Yeah, half a 17. Holy shit.
That's only 8.
I'm guessing you're wearing leather armor, Viny?
Yeah, my actual armor equipment is fucking... Yeah, it's leather armor.
I guess this guy chose the wrong guys to fight, because if he would have fought Braden, he would have been really fucked.
Yeah. Like, I'll say this, my fucking left hand is gonna be singed, though, because that's like a brass and copper gauntlet that he wears on that hand. So my left hand is getting fucked.
It just feels like someone tased your hand, so you're not really hurting too bad, but you're like, damn it, every time.
Yeah.
I guess my guy notices in time and just drops his rapier before it becomes an issue.
Yeah, you just kind of swap hands.
Yeah.
Like, alrighty, and Erza.
Fucking ow.
Erza.
Hack, you muted?
I'm muted.
Man.
Kill him! Do it!
Do it now.
Pull it!
Alright, you deal 6.
Fuck it.
Suck it.
Damn it.
He doesn't like the pain, but, you know, what's he gonna do about it?
Die.
Not really. And, we will move on. And, Qor'byn, I would like you to, make another religion roll.
Please. Come on. No whammies. Wait, I lost the letter R. There it is. 15.
Rolled a fucking 10, got a 15. I mean, it makes sense. But, you're able to get, like, the sense that your god wants you to do something. And, I had already sent it to you earlier, but there's no specifications as of yet.
Qor'byn is going to remember what happened last time, and he's going to say, no, you need to tell me exactly what you want me to do. We're not doing this again, come on.
Maybe you should roll higher. I'm kidding.
I will on my next turn.
Yep. Koichi. This guy is
Oh,
yeah,
you
shocking.
fucking hurted.
That shit hurted.
Just be glad I didn't target the servo. That thing would have blown up.
Dang,
Oh
bro,
my God,
that
yeah.
hurt like a butt cheek on a stick.
Huh?
Fucking excuse me?
What a bizarre saying.
You never heard that one before, Vinny?
No.
Well, let me see if I can find that video.
I've never heard of that either.
That was
What? Oh my
definitely
God, you
different.
guys
None of us. Apparently, you and Billy are just the
Oh!
same creature.
Oh! Hey guys,
Right. You did 2 hits. Nice, nice.
the 16 hits, cool. Alright, time for the... Sorry, Alright, get ready.
So the dagger, definitely would kill him.
Nah,
You
that
don't do the
ain't the
bite?
fatal blow. This is the fatal blow.
Slash R. 12 plus 5 plus 5 plus 7 plus 7 plus 1. That's a lot of damage. As
I'd rather a little more.
you stab into him and he seems to be falling over. You're like, no, and you tear out his throat again.
He's pulling his throat out.
I watch patient. I watch to see if his body becomes ash like last time.
It does.
I'm gonna spit out the blood that did become ash. Guys,
And
I'm
this
doing the
time you
citizen
don't
challenge.
see a new one spawn in.
Maybe
Right.
that was vile.
Hmm?
Challenge.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I gotta hit you harder than someone saying that Mercy's from a game without knowing she's from a game.
Max is going to tell Erza he's revived again. No, this wasn't it. Search outside.
Alright.
And Max is going to pick up the rapier from the floor, approach a sarcophagus, approach a coffin, and try and pull the latch off of it.
Alright, let me just make a bunch of circles.
He's pulling a 10 out.
There. Because 2 of them were used, technically.
Right. I'll crack this one open.
Alright.
Alright, boss fight.
You kind of like, do you just open it, or do you like,
I jam a weapon in and pry it open.
would you like me to describe the coffin-like thing?
Sure.
So, it's like a normal coffin, except that it's just a vertical rectangle instead of like a, what's it called? What's that shape? 2, 3, 4, 5, it's like a weird hexagon, but it's like not a hexagon, it's
The
one
traditional coffin shape. This one is more like a
yeah.
coffin box.
It's more like a box, and then in the middle of it is a circular button, and it's all made of metal.
Okay, with the butt of the rapier, I'm going to hit the button.
You hit the button, and inside is a skeletal corpse. It
Wow.
seems to be upon further inspection, it's not bone, that is metal.
Interest has been piqued.
Mm-hmm. I will label that as a green opened.
But it looks lifeless.
Yeah, it does look lifeless. Like the flesh isn't formed yet. The skeletal frame is still there, and it doesn't look like it's gonna be a functional creature.
Well, understood. I'm going to go with the servo and interact with that one.
Alright. It opens up to a mostly formed creature without a head.
Does
This
mostly
is getting
formed
kinda eldritch.
does mostly formed include skin?
Yes. The same blue skin as you see on the other guy. Or did see on the other guy.
So it is clones. It's just not the liquid kind.
Kinda, sorta.
Alright, Max is going to turn to Koichi after this discovery. Our fellow has been developing fallback carcasses. We'll finish disabling these. You join Erza and search for where he went.
So he's gonna nod.
Alright. And I'll move on to Galvan Magen. As, Max, can you, do a deck save?
Understandable.
From the rafters comes another one.
I fail, and that knocks me unconscious.
It does. I almost scratched off part of my face for a second there.
That's
First
your
time?
face, you need that.
No, he doesn't.
I will put wings on that.
I hate to tell you this, but I think he does.
No, he doesn't.
Uh-huh.
I mean, if I could live without my face, I would choose to do so.
At the age of 6, I was born without a face.
Alright,
Take somebody else's.
and I'll move on to Erza.
So Max is down.
Yep. As soon as you guys decided to split up, a fucking lightning bolt came from the ceiling.
I'm just gonna... How high is the ceiling?
30 feet.
Ah,
It's a warehouse.
okay. Is there like a pillar nearby I can use, or...
Oh, there's ladders, staircases, crates.
I'm not just gonna pop this and get up there.
And with your, your claws, you can easily get up there.
Hey.
What's Wyatt doing here?
Whoa.
Bonk.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
-7.
So, Erza is just gonna fucking absolutely fucking clobber this dude with a vicious left hook. And push him off the rafter.
Ah, I see. And that doesn't require a save, he just falls.
Nope.
Alright. So,
he quite literally has no choice against this.
So
awesome.
So Tavis, as he falls, do we just use the Roblox kid screaming from orbit?
I think it's 1d6 per 10 feet, right?
Yeah.
He takes another 7.
Guys, he's just the Roblox kid that's falling from orbit. That one scream.
I don't have that, but sure.
I have that.
We all know.
somewhere.
We all know the scream.
Let me find it because I know I still have it.
Okay, with the way the kid said the butt cheek on a stick thing, I understand his pain.
There you go.
I understand it because the kid said it. I understand now.
And I am going to leap off the rafters.
Coming from the top, bro. Watch out!
I
Can
thought you was
land
gonna
on him
say.
without hurting myself, or would I also take the fall damage?
Well, if you're going with him, you can just punch him on the way down, make him take your fall damage.
No, I was gonna let him fall, then I was gonna jump on top of him.
Oh yeah. You can just you can do
Actually,
it.
never mind. I can do it. I'm just gonna fucking leap off and aim for him. But I'm gonna use this for myself.
Oh, that's funny.
So I reduce it by 20, whatever I would take. And I'm just gonna land on top of him.
Yep. And then instead of you taking it, he does.
And then... Is he prone, or...?
He would be, yes. Let me just change the thingy.
Bonk. Did not go. Come on. Bonk. Oh, there it goes.
All
Oh,
right.
those are the last 2 of my attacks.
All right. All right. And that is minus 6. Wow, you're able to half them on your own turn. Nice.
I'm still standing on top of them too.
Yeah, I'll move you to front. There you go. Now you're just peeking around your token. And Qor'byn, you're over there chilling, trying to pray again.
Listen, I have a +5, and it's been rough, so I need to get some prayer proficiency in sometime.
There you go.
You mean like now? God
Yep.
damn.
I think you're very proficient in this one. So, for the first time, you've been able to demand something of a god. I demand more specific information, woman.
If you want me to kill this guy, you gotta tell me who he is.
Okay.
Good evening, 47.
So, in your, I'll send it to your DMs, or I'll edit the one I sent you in DMs to be more specific.
Okay, thank you. I need to make a reason for my character to know the sort of text idea of what that is.
Right.
And after receiving the revelation, Qor'byn is going to get up and look around to make sure he's not still being watched by the Eye.
The Eye of Agamotto.
I'm gonna say the Eye of Sauron.
The Eye
It's
of
one of 'em.
Miyamoto.
But, and then he will start to seek out the rest of the party because, I don't know, he doesn't want to be alone.
Alright.
The Eye of Fuckosaurus.
The Eye of Sora.
Donald! Goofy!
Sora, what happened to you?
I overdosed on mercy.
Little do we know, Sora is a chronic addict.
No.
How else do you think he has these adventures? Lately, I've been having strange dreams.
Been having these strange dreams lately. Like, is any of this real or not? I'm gonna
Irie
stop-
turns around, she doesn't have a human face, it's just a horse.
I was just thinking.
Jackpot.
I was just thinking. Wait, what? I was just thinking we were gonna go full creepypasta right now, man.
Kyrie says, how hungry?
There you go. Now it's exactly accurate.
Thank you.
I'll also give you a location to look in.
Thank you. So, having the correct information beamed into my little brain, I'm going to make sure there are no more arcane eyes and leave to find what is probably the sound of fighting.
That's like, somewhere else. Think of it
Fair.
like you guys went 2 completely different directions on a street. Let's see. I'm trying to get the exact city.
Help!
Her. Alrighty. And that is the information you shall get.
Alright.
As, the guy has been seeing you pray for about 15 minutes. Like, man, this guy, he must have something on his mind.
I'm
You
very
fucking
busy.
drug.
Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned like 13 times today.
Like, the guy wants to go over and ask if you're okay, because he's never seen anybody pray for that long. It's usually like 2 minutes.
You watched my chest and it didn't move. I didn't breathe at all.
He's just like, But he
I
just kind
get
of leaves
up.
you
Would you
alone,
go on
but
a
I
date
you
with
realize...
me? Breathe if yes. Recite the entire Bible in Japanese if no.
You do realize he did leave you something. It's a communion sandwich.
Aww.
Yo, a sandwich.
It's not that great, but it's a sandwich.
I'm gonna
Dude,
put a
you'd be
communion
so
sandwich in my pocket because I'm not sure if I can really enjoy that right now.
If you want the reasoning, it looked like you were hungry. Maybe you were praying for some food, and that's the first thing that came to his mind.
Yeah.
Okay, I just try to think about this at his point of view. Just like, man, he's been there for like 3 hours. He's gotta be hungry by now, and maybe he needs food. Here, I'll help him out. He goes to the kitchen. He comes back after a few minutes. He gives you a sandwich. Oh, thanks! Puts it in pocket. Resumes prayer.
Sorry I didn't tell you in at the time. I was a little bit busy.
Oh, that's
Later on, it's just, oh, perfect, leftovers.
Oh, you're not
canon
gonna
now.
Oh, thanks.
Alright.
That should not have been that funny. That should not have been that
I have a
funny.
heart attack here. So, moving on to Koichi, your buddy's got Kamehameha from above, and then that guy got... I don't even know what to say, just pushed off a cliff by a cat.
APC?
Ah, shit, here we go again.
Our Dragon Ball viewers will understand that.
Armor cat, ballistic cat.
Dude, APC was one of the best fucking scenes in the early game.
It was so funny.
You got the APBC.
Armor piercing bussy.
Anyway,
Shut the fuck.
your turn, Benny.
Yeah, so fucking this guy's on the ground.
Yes.
Is he alive still?
Yes.
Not anymore. Come here. Left 4 Dead Hunter lunge be like. That's crazy.
Both hit.
So is he dead now?
That is 31. He's pretty close.
May I use a free action to kick? I'm joking.
I would like to just fart in his general direction.
Use
my
reaction to spit on him.
I don't need to do a free action. I'm biting him. It's already on him.
Alrighty. I will move on to Max. You can still do things through your servo.
I can. I'm gonna roll a death save first.
Okay.
That's
one pass.
Yep. So, interestingly, the Ashen Lashes are not concentration, so they're still there.
Oh, yeah.
But the only thing they could do while I'm unconscious is attack wildly.
Hey, is it wrong that I immediately saw Bloodlust and didn't even realize you were down this whole time?
Yeah, Servo's gonna, like, rub its two claws together like a defibrillator and just kind of tap me.
I'm just thinking about like how fucking like certain insects will rub their like arms and shit together.
That's a good skill check.
God damn.
Clear. Would you allow me to roll a wisdom check for that? Which would have been what medicine is.
I mean, yeah, I think that one's a good pass.
Okay, perfect, because, with remarkable recovery, that puts me up to 5 HP.
That's awesome.
Oh hell yeah, you got remarkable. Love that fucking thing.
Yep.
Alright.
And with that, I scoop up the servo, casually approach man, and the Ashen Lash is just kind of stabbed down on this guy.
Alright.
A wonderful trick. How about you give up? That's the wrong ability.
I mean, whatever it is, it hits. Yeah, the two of them hit.
5 fire damage.
Barely killed him.
Alright.
As he too burns into nothingness and the robe falls down.
And his ashes just get collected in the tendril.
Yes. You will notice that this one next to you pops open, but it is an incomplete body. Then the next one pops open. It's an incomplete body. The next one pops open. It's just a head. The next one pops open. It's an incomplete body. And the last one pops open. And it is just a pair of eyes in the ground. Then there's the last one back here. It pops open.
How
And
did I forget my tea?
one of them walks out. He seems to be completely fine. And he falls face first as the entirety of his back half is non-existent.
Rail.
Like, he looked normal from the front until he fell down.
I
So
see.
what happened when you fall face
I
first
see.
into
He
tea?
was pippined.
Hmm.
Very popular.
Yeah, your face doesn't tend to be normal when you fall face first into a pair of teeth.
So yeah, that's all of Galvan Magen. He's no longer unturned.
Okay, Max.
Better than usual. Why?
Don't look it.
Well,
Need-
beats
Need
where
heal?
beats where I was. I'd appreciate it.
We'll get you fixed up somewhere else.
You will notice that each and every single one of these guys has the same robes. Even though they're like bits and pieces.
Can I examine
The robes are
robes, see if
fully
they-
intact.
Can I examine the robes?
Sure thing.
Alright, what do I roll?
Investigation. Arcana.
I'll help you with that for my own curiosity.
Thank you. Unfortunately it's a 0 for both of them, but I thought you meant
You're able to tell that this material it's made out of is extremely resistant to lightning.
Like cold.
He seemed to be quite adept with using it. Did you notice his revival carcasses were made of metal?
Where are they now?
Mm-mm.
Something akin to it as he walks over to the first one, the one that looks kind of like a skinless Terminator.
Yep.
My knuckles feel kind of numb. I wouldn't be able to tell the difference.
I believe he was using a metallic base for his revival puppets.
I just like smack my lips a little. It just explains why blood tastes more metal-ish, iron.
Oh yeah, I didn't describe it. It tastes exactly like you're only biting into iron. There's nothing else in it. So it tastes
Yeah.
like you're biting into a blade.
Mm-hmm. Tastes like knife. Pulled out dagger. Like this one.
If you'd indulge me, we could probably get quite a handsome reward at taking this to to a metal worker for, at the very least, scraps.
If anyone's looking at me, they can see the biggest fucking grin when you say that.
I think the little one would like it.
It would give us someone we can pawn these ratty weapons to as well. As he like rearms the one-hand crossbow he shot. Though they're most likely defective. As he puts 6 of them on a brace on his chest.
I will say this, as you guys are relaxing and being all happy that you survived the encounter, you hear something in the attic as another body hits the ground, half-formed.
So,
I
I
go
will.
back up to the raptors and check up there real quick.
Looks like his soul is still trying to find a host.
So yeah, Tavis, when the sudden thing drops, my character's just gonna, like when cats suddenly freak the fuck out with the sudden thing. So that and that, they're not supposed to be advantage, but 20 and 18. So just fucking front flips and just bolts it behind the most random shit.
And at that point would have been the best point for a metal pipe sound.
Yeah. And then 5 more are made because I fucking knocked over 10 things getting over here, but I'm gone because no one can find me behind everything.
I will go on and
I'm just gonna go ahead and check the attic real quick before any more of these bodies fall down.
Sure thing. You go up there, you look around, you find at least 40 more of those boxes. But you see that as it was really fast opening down here, it was even faster opening up here, and it's just body parts everywhere.
Erza's just gonna yell down, "Watch your head!" as he starts tossing all these parts down to the floor.
I want to point out, I slowly followed behind
The Servos basically going to be playing a catcher mini game, just going to the eyeball sarcophagus and slowly trying his best to assemble one of them.
Dan only hears the Mario Party 3 announcer going 3, 2, 1, start. And now he's doing the fruit catching mini game.
I'm gonna roll a dex check for him just to see. Aw.
I mean, he does average.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that he's great at it, but he's doing just fine.
Now that I'm thinking about my servo having a personality, all I can think of is the tea kettle from Robots.
Oh, I love that guy.
He's great. Alright. And you're able to look around and see that there's no more bodies left, at least that you know of.
Well, Erza, what do you say we find a buyer for at the very least, the boxes?
They seem to be very advanced boxes to store, house, and partially assemble whatever was inside there.
Think Corus would want to know about it?
He may, but does he have to know?
Erza's just gonna kind of shrug and say, "I suppose he would have been here if he wanted to."
Precisely.
Where did Braden go? I bet he went to the bathroom or something.
Whether you raise it to his attention or not is no business of mine, but I'm of a mind to try and pawn this off. Doesn't look like we can get much use out of it. As I'm going to try and check if there's a magical effect on the boxes themselves.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Is
had
there
to use the restroom, and then I had to do a beer run for the parents.
Understandable.
Can I do
Go right ahead.
You wanted to investigate the boxes?
I would like to do some sort of inspection to figure out if there's a magical effect on the box. Like if this box just naturally starts creating clones and if it's programmable.
You can use an Arcana investigation.
I'll give you both just to see what it...
You're able to tell that The only arcane nature about it is that it does assemble after given a command. And through investigation, it looks like technology and arcane are put together to make whatever it was.
It would be a shame to leave something like this sitting here.
And it seems to be like a mechanism that is pre-programmed in there. So, who knows if you could reprogram it or whatever.
He's gonna turn back to Erza, rethinking the letting Corus know part. Do you think House Vax would be able to relocate these for us?
House who?
Vax. Corus's.
I can't say I'm too familiar with him. Remember, I left the city when I was young.
Right.
But if you think that he should know, then I suppose it'd be best off I go find him.
Well, it'd be more useful than just letting some rabble make good use of this technology. Particularly if they could safekeep it for us. You know, a finder's fee and all.
Erza's just gonna go ahead and hop down from the rafters, just using the same slow fall stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of as he's falling, you see basically just a burst of air underneath his feet that slows him down. But if that's the case, I'll just go ahead and find Corus. If you two will stay here, just make sure you don't get yourselves hurt anymore. Hopefully no more of these things will appear, as he kind of looks to the 5 bodies.
Suits me just fine. I'll do some tinkering while you're away.
Alright.
And he'll kind of just give you a slight nudge to the shoulder and just say, and be sure to fix yourself up. You look bloody. And he's just gonna go ahead and run out and try to find Corus.
Yep, that's gonna be a little while. I'm gonna go back to Qor'byn. As you have finished your prayers and you have your answers, where do you go? What do you do? Unless you no longer exist, that's perfectly fine.
Man.
Oh my god.
Everyone's doing it today.
That's crazy.
So anyways, as I was saying, I know that the town that I was told I need to go to is not the town I'm currently in.
Yeah.
So what I am going to do is try to make my way over to the inn and see if any of the members of the party are there.
I mean, that's a perfectly fine thing to do. You go back there and try to, wait for your buddies. You look around, you don't see that arcane eye anywhere. Thank goodness.
Thank God.
And now you're just kind of sitting there waiting for everybody to get done doing what they're doing. And, oh god, my throat's so dry. I will go to Braden, actually. Or, Corus. I'm gonna get rid of, this. You get to the station and you're, able to talk to, who are you looking for exactly to report that there may be necromancers?
Right, well, now I have 2 things to report. The fucking one thing that I had, well, no, they already have people take care of it, but still. Report the thing that just happened, because, damn, that fucking hurt.
Yep.
Also requisition to have bandages applied to me.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I will talk to these guys and ask them, like, if we figured out if there's any necromancers or any necromantic forces in the forest along the train area. Yeah.
They will start flipping through books and maps and try to figure out that information. It might take them a few minutes. They do hand you a couple of pills. They're magically infused. They're basically cure wounds at 4th level.
Oh. So just heal up.
Bless
I'm
you.
sorry.
Yep. I just need to figure out what cure wounds is.
D8.
Right. So
And,
D8 plus spellcasting ability modifier, and it'll be at 4th level. So 4d8 plus, let's say 5. $29.
Alright, cool, I'm back to full.
Nice.
I only needed 12.
I get it. But yeah, they heal you up pretty good, and they go. You know what? I'll bring us all to the big map because this is a little important. A little bit. Where is my objectives? There they are.
Oh, I'll be right back.
She'll be back too.
Yep.
I guess I can go look for Corus then if everybody else is gonna disappear.
Me and Koichi are staying in the warehouse. And speaking of, while Vinny's gone, I was basically going to ask Koichi to perform some basic medical aid on me while giving him some aid via the servo.
I just need to go get a drink of water. I've been talking for so long without any drinks. Okay. Just take off this crap. Okay. Almost back. Ah, there we go. I'm back now. I'm just moving some objectives to the main screen.
Main screen.
Mages. Arcane.
Oh, is everybody else looking at a map? I'm not.
I literally put everybody on the screen. Unless it didn't grab everybody.
Because I wasn't on the same map as them.
My head is spinning with ideas.
Alright, everyone should be on the map now, right?
Yep.
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
Is there more that Qor'byn can do? Because I'd like to do some more investigation or such to make use of this time.
I'll move these to token layer and possible necromancer location. And you can see those just fine, right?
I can see them, yes.
Okay, cool. Objectives! Woo!
Yay.
So, if we can bring Corus to the warehouse, I can tell him my plan, because I've been typing out my plan.
You would know that Corus probably went down to the station, which is just about like a 10-minute walk.
Yeah, but I did send Erza to
And then Erza would know.
acquire him, to collect
And
him.
since Erza is not in combat, that feline agility is just like, whee!
Guess
You can just run for 6 seconds at 90 miles an hour, then stop for about like 3, and then move for 90, move for 3. Oh, goodness. Is system here?
No, he said he was going to be back. But
Which is
We
why
can-
I was asking if there was stuff I could do to make use of the time. But if you
Yeah.
all have stuff you can do, I will let you all first. So like if Braden or Billy needs to do sorry.
Well, you're fine. I was just saying you could just make it so that Erza just like got that bloodhound sense in him and it's just like and grab
Yeah,
my
I was gonna say that Erza probably would have passed by the inn, and Qor'byn would have been looking out for buddies and saw him pass by and been like, "Hey, I'll follow him."
all right.
And then you guys get to the station where Corus is walking out finally after getting medical attention and some information.
Yeah.
And that's just one possible necromancer location. After like 10-15 minutes of searching,
Mm-hmm.
they could probably find more if they do like maybe hours to days worth of information searching.
Mm-hmm.
Because you don't have all the information in like one tome.
We don't have enough time for that because that is a real danger to our supply line.
Oh yeah.
While we can survive on our own, it's more like the trade aspect,
Oh, I'm sorry. I put those in the wrong city. There. But yeah, the necromancer location is all the way up by Mistwood, which is like, man.
While that is far away, it is still a danger to everybody.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
We could explore your arcane course and expedition thing just to look at it. But
This is the Winterhold quest line. We find the necromancer by doing this.
Yeah. Also,
We end up with a Daedric artifact because of course we do.
is
Oh,
the
speaking of,
city I need to look for not on the map?
so I'm sorry. What are you not on the map? What?
Is the city I need to look for in my private
It's
class?
this one right here.
Okay. It's,
I just didn't know if you wanted me to put it as a side objective on the screen or not.
no, it's just it has a different name, but if I know the general area, then that's
Yeah.
fine.
You would know it's part of that area
All right.
because everything is color coded.
Oh, okay.
For some reason, the heart of the empire is designated by colors. You got your purple, your red, your green, your blue, yellow, light green, and your black.
I'm not gonna ask about the black.
But yeah, Max, you remember that one just regular head
Yes.
Would you mind investigating that specific pod again?
Sure thing. Just for comedy purposes, it'll be the servo inspecting it.
Okay. So you're looking in there with a mechanical eye. It sees better than you. Well, I'm kidding. It sees just as good as you. But it just happened to catch a glimpse of what this all was. And what you see is not a clone head, but it was a goblin head on a staff.
That's an effigy.
What the hell? It sounds like there's leather caught in the wheel. Anybody have some WD-40?
Or I'll send it through the screen.
Oh, I hate that shit.
Alright.
Anyway.
So, one of the boxes that just had a head in it was a goblin head on a stick.
Yes. It's a very special goblin head on a stick.
Okay.
His name is Jimmy.
Does the 24 give me more awareness as to what it is, or will I need to walk over and do
You
Arcane
realize it
myself?
is probably a powerful magical item if it's just stored in one of these things.
Common sensibilities say searching a place with necromancy afoot and finding a magic item means I should check it for a curse first.
You can. Let me just open up my Tavis' Secret Ideas and scroll down to the item.
You know, I had a weird fucking brain thought.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is not in relation to this game at all, but like Warhammer and shit.
Right.
You'd think instead of rolling 4d6 and drop the lowest, it'd be 4d8 and drop the lowest when you're doing Space Marine.
That sounds about right.
Wow.
There's a lot that goes into making sure Space Marines aren't horribly overpowered in a D&D setting.
Yes, yes there is.
Right.
And my goal for the encounters is to make sure that, first of all, nobody is allowed to play Custodian. Second of all, that anybody else, that no matter who you're playing as, you are relatively balanced. You have your strengths, your weaknesses, and your special abilities.
Oh yeah, speaking of, I had two character ideas. One, obviously, another guardsman. You know how I am.
Daring today, are we?
But Krieg this time.
He's not going to live long.
No, that's why he's got replacement numbers.
I'd like to play a white male fighter who's a knight.
Oh wow, how magical!
But,
anyways, the second one was an inquisitor. But
I'd like to play a human fighter. Oh look, a human!
That'd be
Kill
neat.
him.
Do you
I'm
ever,
just worried that your Inquisitor may not be that different from one of my
do you ever get
characters.
tired of your plain unbuttered white bread?
No.
bread.
Slight toast. Very slightly toasted. Anyway,
Well, now you can have your bread sunburnt.
Anyways, I did an Arcana check.
You did an Arcana check, and I was going to answer them when we got on 40k.
Sorry.
Okay.
The most important topic.
Yes, it always is. It bleeds into everything, including me.
Stop bleeding. We're trying to tell a story here.
Okay. So, you notice that the goblin head it is rambling, like it's talking, just sputtering nonsense. Lightning bolt, lightning god, lightning bolt, bolt god, lightning.
Oh, it's like a Kenku. Please laugh. Someone please.
I'm not laughing because this is completely
I was
different.
snorting over here because it was like I immediately was like, "Who?"
So,
Kid, don't do that
it
to
is
me.
a regular looking like metal and wood staff, but this goblin's head is affixed to it to where you would affix the spine to the head.
Okay.
It
It
seems
looks
to
like
be
an incomplete
fused.
clone.
I'm sorry?
It looks like an incomplete clone from the
Oh, it
mental
looks
image.
nothing like the guy.
Okay.
This is green, pointy-eared, and completely different face.
Okay, but he's got a staff for a spine. And
Yeah.
no
offense,
limbs.
But
And the
As
reason why
someone
the
who
head
wasn't
hit the
even
ground
there.
was because the staff can't stand on its own, and it fucking hit the ground face first.
Yeah.
I don't think the guy was a goblin.
Well, that's the funny thing about resurrection. You don't have to be the same race on the other end.
I mean, who knows? You're assuming it's a resurrection.
Fair enough. I'm going to. Since the Servos here, he's just going to he's going to do the same defibrillator thing that he did on me, just to see if an electrical reaction will affect
Would you
it
like
in some
to
way.
pause that for a second?
Sure.
You realize that while it is fused to the staff itself, there is an electrical current going through the staff and keeping the brain awake. That's why he's able to talk still.
Okay. I appreciate that insight. Well, if there's a current going through it, then the moving it would probably either disrupt that or it's part of the item itself. Is the current coming from the box or coming from the item?
The item itself has its own current going to the brain and through the staff. And after you wait a couple seconds staring at it, the goblin seems to gain some kind of clarity. Oh god, how long have I been here?
Long enough to have lost sense of language.
I hate him. I hate him. He did this to me. I hate him. And he just starts rambling and rambling.
Right, well, I'm going to fasten some gloves on to make sure I don't make bare contact with the electrified goblin staff.
Alright. So you're able to pick up and move the staff around. It doesn't seem to be cursed.
I'm going to plant it in the ground and, just since I've got nothing better to do, begin to talk to the goblin head.
You will notice that he has very sparingly moments of clarity. So it's like talking to someone with Alzheimer's. I'm sorry to say it that way, but it is.
Yeah.
He is a head on a stick.
He is.
It is the head on a stick.
This is real head on stick hours. Anyways. So,
Nateus hurt me.
alright, tell me more about this person.
No person, God.
I see, so you were cursed to this?
Hurt bad. Very hurt. I still feel my body. The tingles!
Right. What do you know of these boxes?
Been here too long. Haven't seen outside. Tingles. It tingles.
I don't have any spells I can cast on another person that doesn't cause damage, so...
Using power to power things. Power is power. Lightning is power. As he, gains a little bit of clarity and stares at one of the half-made corpses, opens his mouth, and a fucking lightning bolt shoots at the corpse and disintegrates it.
Well! That's, I wasn't expecting that. Okay. Let me see... I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna take the staff, go over to a non-disintegrated body. Like, there was another head lying around, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to touch the other end of the staff to the other disembodied head.
It touches it.
And
It doesn't really move around or even do nothing.
the
The
current
goblin doesn't seem to care.
Okay.
Not quite a live wire.
Well, so much for attempting to transfer consciousness. So, Goblin, I assume that there's some secrets that this god was seeking to keep away from the rest of existence.
Lightning power. Power's lightning.
Do you think you could power one of these bodies?
No. Like that's like his moment of clarity. And then it quickly fades.
Right. Then since it seems like his Alzheimer's isn't getting worse, I'm just gonna sit him on the ground while I continue to check out the boxes. Did removing him impact the box that he was in at all?
No.
Okay, so he was just kind of there.
Yep.
All right, well that's gonna
You have
be
gained one goblin totem staff.
eating away in the back of my mind while I continue this inspection.
Yep. From that, you don't really need to do any more inspection rolls or investigation rolls because it's all mostly just the same. It's a metallic object. It can make these creatures. These creatures are made of pseudo flesh and metal,
Yep.
and when they die, they turn to ash.
And it seems to be programmable if you actually know how to use it,
Yeah.
which is wonderful. I'm gonna need somebody a bit more talented with this stuff to figure out how to use it. Otherwise, I'm just sitting there twiddling my thumbs.
Grasping the power.
I just realized I said I left the city when I was young. I wasn't even fucking born until after they left the city.
You shouldn't even know this place.
I know about the city, but I just never actually knew any of the people there because he grew up in the monastery.
By the way, welcome back. At this rate, you guys are going to be coming back to Max talking to a disembodied goblin on a stick while Koichi does God knows what foxy things.
But, by the way, when you were looking for Corus, you found me as well.
My fault. I honestly was here for a little bit, but I didn't think I was any importance, so I just stayed muted.
Well, about that anyway.
About that.
What happens if Servo tries to hold the totem?
Zap.
Well, that's no fun.
It seems like metal's not a good idea
Indeed.
because it's a constant electrical charge.
Yeah, so gloves is the right idea for handling this thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just experimenting with a goblin's life support system. This is fucked up.
It could be a life support system. It could be a dumbing system. Who knows?
Yeah, it could be worse.
It could be Wyatt.
Well, actually, now that you mention it, if I grab the goblin and slowly start to attempt to remove his head from the pole, does he respond in any way?
You'll get utter wails of agony.
Yeah, that was what I was expecting, so I'll leave it there.
Imagine someone's trying to tug on your spinal cord. That's exactly what that feeling is.
No, nope.
Does he really need it though?
So, So, Goblin, how fond are you of this shock rod?
It's power.
And power,
It's good.
then rod is good.
Rod is good if power is good. Good power rod. Rod power good.
And so it'll be.
Rod power strong. But
Yes.
sometimes weak.
Yes, and rod power is currently mine, which makes you mine.
It just squints at you.
I had to do it. I'm sorry.
No, not because he did the fish. It's just because he said you were mine. He didn't like that. No boxes. And that's like the rest of his clarity.
Fair enough. You've been there long. You've been there enough, I'd say.
And I'll say we move over to River, Koichi, and Corus. You guys are all able to meet up.
So, what is it that you want to show us?
Well, it's back the way I came. Apparently we found a small hideout with, I'm guessing, bandits, except it seems that they're either some sort of lightning cult or perhaps necromancers. I can't really tell you which of the two it might be. Either way, it seems something you two would be interested in. We found a bunch of spare parts for one of the dudes. What was saying. I'm letting someone else's vocabulary take control of me. For one of the people. Either way, I can lead you to it.
Oh, fuck! It was right in front of me. Hang on. Shit.
What?
Brother?
The shock-resistant robes are just all across the warehouse, aren't they?
Yes. On every corpse.
Fantastic. I'm gonna put one of those on and then remove the glove.
Remember how I said there was 40 in the attic?
Yeah,
That's a lot of robes.
that's plenty of robes.
In total, there should be 60 robes
That's awesome.
of shock resistance.
Alright.
And they can be worn over armor. If you see the if you see the thing I put in Evil D&D, you can literally just put your armor on and then just put that over the top, and it gives you a hood as well.
Alright, so that's pretty much a chainmail. That's pretty much chainmail for electricity.
Yeah, basically.
So, with that taken care of, I think I can make bare contact with it.
Yep. And as you make bare contact with it, it stares deeply into your eyes, and then its eyes unfocus.
Doesn't seem like a lot changed.
Just sighs in defeat.
He eventually does close his eyes and fall asleep.
At least I can hold the thing now. Back to you all.
As you're probably picking up all these robes of fucking lightning resistance.
I'm just wrapping the robes around the totem a few times, like maybe put 3 or 4 of them around it, so that way I've made a cloth handle for it.
Nice.
Qor'byn is going to kind of like offhandedly mention that he visited the church and the guy in there threw a flask of holy water at the Arcane Eye that was following him, and it worked to get it to leave him alone.
What's an Arcane Eye?
I don't know, that's what the church guy said it was.
It was the weird eyeball that was following him.
Well, yeah, I got that part. I just course, it's something magic, and it's an eye, I suppose. It's just, who would care? Well, I guess not who would care. Who'd be watching Qor'byn? Be a better question.
It's a really, really good question. I have no idea. Why? I have no idea why someone would watch me. Well,
That's
and
sarcasm.
what?
Never mind. Clearly it's not.
You have now completely confused him.
Doesn't know what a sarcasm is. Thinks it's a carrot.
What? Why would? Okay.
Sorry,
Anyway.
It was just your tone. Anyways.
Huh. Anyway, the guy threw a bottle of that holy water at it, and then it shriveled up and turned red and disappeared. It like moved really fast or something. I'm not the most magicist person you'll ever meet,
Fuck.
so I don't know if that's normal, but if my eye did that, I would be really unhappy. So
If
I'm a little bit worried.
If it reacted to holy water, that likely means it was cursed. At least some type of evil.
Sorry, that was out of character. Qor'byn looks down at his hands, and he looks kind of panicked. Am I cursed?
I think the eye was.
Corus just kind of sits there like, Well, if I had holy water splashed in my eyes, I too would shrivel up in pain.
You're evil?
No, there's salt in that.
What kind of holy water have you been getting?
I thought it had holes in it.
Shut the fuck up.
An audible, like, gauntleted slap to his own face. There's no metal.
How do you make it holy then?
You bless it.
Oh, like when someone sneezes.
Yes.
Yes, in some way.
Yes.
Okay.
You don't stab water a bunch, it just reforms.
Well, you know, sometimes at the tavern they have that water with the bubbles in it, and I assumed that was like holy water, you know?
No, that's...
To some it might be, but it really is not. It's not the opposite either, it's just a nice drink.
Okay.
I mean, I can form holes in water, but that's nothing...
I probably shouldn't be messing around with holy water then. Qor'byn is like, he's putting away his plan to grab holy water so that in case the eye comes back.
You trying to grab holy water with your bare hands?
Yeah. My little, like, kind of ghostly body just, uh-oh.
Oh, what's...
5 ways from Sunday, you shouldn't be able to touch holy water.
Anyway, he gave me the sandwich, and I've been thinking about it and whether or not I should save it.
That sandwich probably won't be good for long. Might as well eat it now.
I don't know, it looks like it's made from, like, dried wafers.
Oh.
As you
That's,
reveal the communion
oh.
sandwich.
Shit, what's the word?
Unleavened bread.
Psalm?
Something like that. I don't know, it seemed to be special because I've not seen a sandwich with bread this white before. So I'm gonna keep it for a rainy day. And he kind of like has it in a little bag.
I don't know if that sandwich would last too long, but you're free to try it if you wish.
If it's anything like the crackers they had in the back, it's already stale.
Erza will kind of just pause for a minute, kind of look to the side, kind of just nod his head. Yeah, probably.
I mean, do you test it? Do you feel the sandwich?
He's gonna kind of like squeeze the bag a little bit. Is it crunchy?
It doesn't crunch at all. It feels a little bit resistant to crunching.
Hmm.
It might be a bit of a hard eat.
Alms. That's what they are. Alms that he gave you.
Oh. Well, I guess I'll save it for a day where it's rainy, so it might get a little bit softer.
Sir Corus, being somebody who knows a lot about some religious aspects, just looks at the food you were given. The guy thought you were poor.
Qor'byn looks at you. He looks at you with like a weird, like, I don't understand look on his face. When you look at him, you see him in the same clothes he has always been wearing. Why would he think I'm poor?
The scratch marks, the dirt marks, the holes, the burns, the ice blasts, the shocks.
I mean, my clothes only rarely get things on it when I go tangible. But still, out of character, clothes for ghost children are kinda rare.
Yeah. It's kind of like how ghost children are kind of rare.
Yeah, you know, you just have to have someone accidentally turn you into a spirit or something like that.
Or murder an entire
Spirited
town.
away.
I don't know, I think the ghost children in Fallout are a different sort of thing.
Oh, they're definitely something very different.
Something tells me that he has seen him recently.
But, is this the building, Erza? You kinda stopped in front of it.
Oh, yes, sorry. I thought finishing the conversation would be much more polite.
Oh,
Max is
thank
waiting
you.
inside, as well as Koichi.
And I'll move you guys to the battle map.
Max, we're back.
Well, I guess if somebody wants to, they can read what I've been doing absent-mindedly.
Yeah.
As you all were doing your thing and all that, Max was entertaining the goblin head, as well as trying to gain some information. Then eventually, he just laid it down and started picking up little giblets and trying to build a body around the goblin head. I will say your servo was trying to help you out, and occasionally it gets too close and almost gets zapped.
You should wrap a little bit of that robe on him.
Oh, I have already, as I dangle the insulated robe that I've wrapped around the non-head bits.
I meant your
You know
servo.
what? I'll wait outside.
What do you mean you'll wait outside?
Walks over, sees
I didn't tell you to roll anything.
Walks over, sees somebody playing jigsaw with corpse bits. Oh, good, I was waiting on you. I think I'll just not be here.
I think that's just something Corus didn't. I think Corus just didn't notice that at first, and is more focused on the fact that you're using something, or rather, just he sees the goblin thing. And it's like, what the fuck is that? And then he sees the parts. Oh.
As Qor'byn turns around to leave, he just kind of absentmindedly says to himself, "Why is the blood gray?"
I was waiting on
Interesting
you.
for you to ask. I will say
Sorry, it's
this:
taken so
every
long,
time you
turns out
struck
they were
that
separated.
creature, it had no blood.
Quite. Care to join me in deciphering this goblin?
Goblin?
Yes, as I wave the totem around.
Are you
the lightning
deciphering
god,
or
I'm lightning
vivisecting?
god.
How assembled has my metal puppet gotten?
It's hanging off of it.
Got it.
It's not really gonna quite stick to it's seems to be quite resistant to fleshy bits.
Yes, well, from what I recall, the cloning machine seems to, well, or at least the assembly machine seems to make things out of metal before stitching flesh across it.
Yep.
So I've deliberately been trying to find partially formed limbs so that they're still mostly metallic to attempt to build a mech around him.
You can kind of tell that the creation of this process is a lot more intricate than trying to slap the pieces together.
Yeah, so it's mostly just for my amusement.
Yeah, it's like playing with Legos, but if you were trying to put connects.
Goblin, do you want to be made whole?
More power.
While Qor'byn is like right at the door, he gets the feeling someone is pulling on his shirt, so he's like, okay, and he approaches the goblin head.
It kind of looks at you with one eye, and then it just goes unfocused. Lightning is power, power is lightning.
So,
I think all of it's there.
quite, as he plants it back into the ground. But, Corus, now that you're here, I have
Jitter and snake and butter and shake.
I have quite a conversation to have with you.
I see. And you'll see him just kind of pull one of the rags out of his backpack and tie it over his face. Sorry, I don't like the corpses. As he gets closer.
Yes, we had quite a bit of a scuffle here. Yeah.
So big. Wrong voice.
Qor'byn, could you do a dex save on that one?
Absolutely. I am all about making
He gets
saves
joy
right
buzzard.
now.
You barely avoid getting joy buzzard on the finger.
Ooh, spicy. Wait.
Zzz.
Oh! Shocking discovery. That's what it is.
Yes.
Did you just make a pun?
Listen, man, I'm desperately trying not to throw up right now. I'm trying to get somewhere else.
Anyways,
Just
so,
eating a sandwich.
Chorus, we were seeking out this thief, and he happened to lead us to this exact warehouse. You can see the thief in question there as he points to a pile of ash, and there as he points to another pile of ash, and there as he points to more, and he gestures to the open sarcophagus, to the opened coffins, all around here. He was using some means to reanimate, either that or he had identical backups, or he had identical twins that he was smothering.
You know, I wish I could tell you he was joking, but he isn't.
He's quite
terrifying.
clever and even more sneaky, and there's far more of these containers littering this warehouse. And with that explanation, I have a proposition to you. What say we claim these?
Raise his eyebrow.
Well, think about it. Their user isn't going to be making any more use of it. And from my investigation, these devices seem to be programmable. Who wouldn't wish to live forever?
Most reasonable people. Living forever sounds great for the first 100 years.
Besides, there's more information I could gather from this with, of course, time and resources, but neither of those are quite available at the moment. So I raise the question to you. we could certainly make use of this somehow, even if it's not for our own direct benefit.
For me, this feels like it disturbs the natural balance of life forces, but I will let this be your call.
It'd be great if one of you guys had, like, identify.
I am a warlock. I don't get that.
Did you say
Oh.
identify?
You
I don't
mean
have
this
that yet. I'll
one?
get
Oh.
it next time.
I'm a rogue, buddy.
I'll get it
Alright.
next time.
All right, perfect.
Alrighty,
Yeah.
alrighty.
We
going
found
to
somebody with
ritual cast.
identify.
Identify on the goblin head. Can you
Thank
please
you.
tell
I
me
can
what you
finally
are?
post this.
I really would like to understand.
Ah,
Mr.
thank
Goblin.
God, it's the one I knew it was.
Do you want me to read it aloud, or do you think we need to just read it ourselves and let the audience read and pause to
Staff has the
understand?
head of an ancient goblin shaman mounted upon it. This goblin was rumored to have mastered lightning at an early age and had even tried to become a god of it. The god of misfortune, Niteus, struck him down and turned him into a weapon for their insolence, though the goblin did become a very powerful lightning artifact for their trouble. To obtain this item, you must find the tribe of the goblin, an adventurer who has the item, or in a place of storage. The goblin is only semi-conscious on the staff due to the electrical currents keeping the brain alive. Sometimes it can answer questions, and other times it rattles about. This staff can be used as an arcane focus for all spellcasting classes and subclasses. It has a total of
Tavis?
6 charges that can be spent to cast Chain Lightning, Storm Sphere, Call Lightning, Lightning Bolt, Witch Bolt,
Yo!
and can be used to cast the Shocking Grasp cantrip. You could also sacrifice all of the charges for the day and cast Storm of Vengeance, but the staff will become inert until a full week has passed.
Okay, Tavis, thank you for giving us a fucking Borderlands object.
What do you mean, Borderlands? I made this.
I know. It just has the vibe of a Borderlands object.
Okay.
It reminds me of the fucking. It reminds me of the screaming gun.
So, wait,
I love that
you
thing.
do lightning magic. And Qor'byn is now just directly talking to the goblin.
Power is good. Lightning's power. Power is lightning.
Okay. So, could you, like, help us do lightning magic?
Lightning, easy, master of all.
What would it take for you to help us?
Simple. Grab staff.
And Qor'byn is just, like, without thinking, he grabs the staff.
Can you roll a con save?
While absolutely uninsulated, not even noticing that Max has been handling it with the robes this whole time.
I would.
No, do it.
19 lightning. And you don't have reactions for the next 6 seconds.
Qor'byn just, he kind of shakes for a second. Ow.
You're just doing the fucking Eggman movie fucking lightning reaction that he does with the quill.
Max
He shall receive.
Max leans over since he's sitting on the ground and was fidgeting with the staff this whole time. Reaches over to this pile of dust, grabs some ashy robes and just throws it at Qor'byn.
I need to ask the DM if I'm able to wear them.
To wear what?
The
insulated
robes
robe.
of lightning resistant.
I mean, but it's you can wear this gear, yes.
Okay, my ghostly condition wouldn't prevent me from being able to.
I would like to think your body gets accustomed to new clothes or some shit like that. I
Okay.
don't know.
By the way, I don't know if this would have mattered or not, but I did mention that I was wrapping the robes around the staff.
Yes, but I have a feeling Qor'byn, because of the way he is, he would grab a metal part of the staff.
I see.
I mean, I gotta see what happens. You
I
know, you
can't-
probably put those
He
ropes there
broke
for
the
a
nose
reason.
and almost got the thing.
I
But
can't-
this time he got the thing.
I can't baby-proof anything around here.
I mean, if I disturb the ropes, he might be mad at me.
I put them there. Now you put this on you.
And Qor'byn is just kind of like, he's gonna hold it in his other hand and he's going to say, "Okay, Mr. Staff, how do I make you work?"
Power, lightning. Lightning's power.
That seems to be about what he's giving me.
Qor'byn, so does the staff have a tip? Or is it just
The
the
head.
goblin head on the end?
It's got a goblin on one end and a bear staff on the other.
Let's see, is there just like a wooden box in the room somewhere?
There's a lot of wooden boxes, but most boxes in here are metal and they're the size of coffins.
He's just gonna like kind of look at the goblin in the eyes and he's gonna whisper, "Please work." And then he's gonna kind of like swing it outwards and point it towards a box and he's gonna say, "Zap!"
And nothing happens. He's just kind of sitting there on the end of the staff, just blinking and muttering.
You cast a spell before you began to speak to it. Did you glean anything useful?
Apparently it knows lightning magic and can help us do it, but I'm trying to figure out how to get it to cooperate. And, how long is the attunement process?
Well, the attunement process can take as long as the goblin deems it.
So Qor'byn is going to kind of like look at the skin of the goblin head. Is it split and dry?
His skin looks fine. His hair is a little
Okay.
frizzy, though.
I'm going to use some of my healing salve on it and see if I can, like, try to make it not as kind of decrepit.
I mean, his skin looks fine. It's just he's a goblin head on a staff.
Is he an old goblin or a young goblin?
He's an ancient goblin.
He's quite ancient. He's got wrinkles on wrinkles.
Let's see if we can make some of those wrinkles go away. Where's healing salve? Here it is.
I don't think you can de-age somebody with healing salve.
Yes, but my character is naive.
I was waiting for somebody to ask if he was a mind goblin.
I don't know. He doesn't seem to
fucking
be of the
God.
psionic persuasion.
No, he's the out of my mind goblin.
Regardless, as he continues this, I'll say to Corus, how much how much influence does House Vax have over this town? Enough to claim ownership of a building?
Well, the
Well,
quick answer is yes, but the long answer is through bureaucracy.
short answer, yes. Long answer, also yes, but some time.
Then do you have access to people who won't ask too many questions?
I am of one of the more reputable houses of goodness and honesty, so it could work.
Right. Well, my idea would be to transfer this to somewhere where where someone allied to us or us personally could access these, and preferably no one else. Since these seem to have quite the habit of popping open and being active practically constantly, it would be a good idea to keep these under
I can see
observation.
if I can ask my father to open his coffers once more to purchase this warehouse, as it is in the middle of a trading district. It would be very useful for us.
Wonderful, and we can just keep these tucked in the corner.
Of course, the first thing I'd have them do is take a gander through the building, so we'll have to clean this place.
Oh, well, that will hardly be any trouble at all, considering what we've been through. Isn't that right, Fox?
Huh? That was in character, by the way. He wasn't paying attention.
Quite.
He literally, you just see him like holding one of like the blades and stuff and the weapons. Like he's literally inspecting the weaponry, trying to check like if it's any like chip damage or like how clean it is, how much would the restoration process be, you know, being one of those shitty YouTube channels online.
Quite.
So yeah.
And, well, should you need something more upstanding to provide, we have quite a collection of these insulated robes as I fan out one of the ones that I've acquired.
Whoa!
What do they do?
Insulate. Take Ghost over there. I tossed him one, and now, hopefully, should he be wearing one, that staff won't be electrocuting him.
I will say the insulating robe you give Qor'byn is really big on him.
I hardly care. I would suggest either we all make use of this, or we find a use for it elsewhere. Since reputation and honor matters to you, this could be up to your purview.
Well, I'll immediately take one and just slip it over my armor, but make sure my regalia is still able to be seen. This should be very good. I believe it matches my house colors, so therefore it is ours now.
Ah, so we've just found your Mena uniform.
Wonderful. Perhaps more of our mages could use these, or those that fight mages.
It could be useful. Particularly.
Okay. I misspoke. They're not quote-unquote robes. They're surcoats and sleeves. I misspoke. Basically, you can wear this over your armor.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what it is. Because like a tabard is like a shirt you wear over your armor. It only goes down to your hips.
Right.
It's technicalities.
Right. They still do insulation, and they don't take a equipment slot, basically.
Basically.
So these specifically have a resilience against electricity. This could also be used to protect against more of the technical issues that could happen within Corvinus, since it is, of course, the most advanced city in the Kalashtar Kingdom. After all, imagine if someone has to maintain the trains.
Resistance in my features. There we go.
Are you sure you're not hungry, Mr. Goblin Man? I have some food here if you want it.
Food is power.
And he's
Power.
Qor'byn holds some of the dried meat from his rations up to it, and he's like, "Well, you want some food?"
You see it lick its dry ass lips.
I just thought of like the worst
Alright, so
imagery
what
in my
was the
head
last
with that.
thing that Marshall said?
Fucking grandma and that hated chocolate and SpongeBob.
Okay, I was basically saying.
Chocolate. Sorry.
I was basically saying that since they're insulated, they could be used for 1, fighting rogue spellcasters. 2, practically, since Corvinus is it's I'm pretty sure the most technologically advanced city-state in the kingdom. It could be utilized for the maintenance workers of your house to protect them against the more mundane but technologically plentiful electrical hazards.
That's very good prospects, yes. I will bring this all up to my father later.
And note there are only 60 surcoats in total. You can cut them down to be a tabard, which is just a shirt length, but it's still...
Yeah.
And should you require it, this can be used as the upstanding reason for claiming this warehouse.
Right. Also, you appear to be very injured. And I just kind of pat you on the shoulder as I do a bit of a rally.
Does gaining temporary HP count as healing?
You just feel better.
Okay.
It's probably just to hold you over.
What's your
It's like a
charisma
painkiller.
modifier?
I will say this, you guys are getting into the
Yeah,
afternoon, like the sun is setting now.
My charisma modifier is actually 2. So you get a nice 7.
I feel better than I was before. I appreciate it.
I do
Alright.
think that, does your healing thing also say it works for temp HP, or is that just not included?
Let's see. Remarkable recovery and gift of ever living.
Well, it says regaining hit points specifically. But it doesn't say anything about temporary hit points. That's sad. I thought it'd be kind of cool if, like, people gave you temp HP, you just got way more.
That would be cool as shit.
Maybe we could expand that ability later with training.
Up to you.
I mean, literally, I made this for this reason.
Yeah.
Training is a thing. You guys can get stronger through not just combat, but downtime.
Yeah. Now, Corus, I know this may ethically concern you, but I imagine it would be better to be in the hands of someone you know rather than the thieves that it was in before.
Yes. Underneath House Vax, this will be very well protected and should be available to us.
Perfect.
He's just gonna start looking around, get a broom, and start sweeping up the ashes.
Goblin, are you sure? I mean, I could get another ration, man.
Hey, he's just licking his lips looking at that dry food.
Are you gonna eat it? Oh, sorry, this is supposed to be happening in the background.
He can't lurch or lean or do anything. He can only open and shut his
like,
mouth.
I'm holding it up to his lips,
can't
and he is
do
just
anything.
licking his lips. Like, do you want me to put it in your mouth? Like, what?
Unintentional torture.
It's unintentional torture, but the goblin is just sitting there excited, waiting for food. He doesn't have the brain power to say words.
Qor'byn is just gonna put, like, he's gonna, like, lean the staff over because he doesn't want to put his hands, like, inside the mouth of it, and he's gonna kind of drop some food in there.
Goodbye, fingers. Well, yeah, you get some food in there, he starts chewing it up, he looks real happy.
Maybe that's why you're so incomprehensible. You're low on power.
You're not you when you're hungry.
You're not you when you've been trapped in a box for the past 300 years.
Have an alm. You're not you when you're hungry. You're not you when you're poor.
Lots of subscribers do that, I guarantee it.
Maybe.
Oh, goodness gracious.
All 2 of them.
Oh,
Alright,
man.
so he's eating it, he's real happy. You notice that his eyes fill up a little bit more lightning.
Oh, there you go. You look like you could zap with quite a few more folk.
And he just continues eating if you keep giving him food.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't really been using these rations I don't have to eat a lot. So
The next question is, where does the food go? And what you can tell is that you don't know.
I mean, I assume it's magic. Immediately, Qor'byn is just like, yeah, it goes somewhere. It's magic. This may or may not backfire later.
Sure thing. Now you got a happy little goblin if you feed him enough food. How much do you feed him?
I feed him 3 rations worth of food.
Alright, he eats them all. Like he devours.
You must be hungry, guy.
You lock and box a long time.
You know what? Fair, man. Fair. So,
Sleepy type. As he shuts his eyes.
okay. And Corbin's just kind of like, now he's pondering how he is going to be able to walk out of here with a goblin head on a stick and try to make people not think he's some sort of psychopath.
Oi, Qor'byn.
Yeah?
Say you use that same spell on one of these, as he gestures to the box.
Oh, the box itself?
Yes.
I mean,
An identical looking man to a thief we were attempting to take dead or alive kept on springing out of these until he started coming out in various stages of disassembly.
so wait, he was a robot?
No.
I don't think I understand, but I'll do your magic.
The DM fucking waiting. I've been waiting for
Appreciate it.
It's identify again. Do you want me to post the spell?
I would love it, please, thank
I
you.
would love to have access to identify myself in a fucking warlock.
Okay, so you get a rush of information as these cylinders are in fact an assembly line. They use tiny molecular parts and mechanical parts and just assemble a creature out of them.
Okay.
Technically everything it makes are constructs, and this thing is just a solo capsule assembly machine.
I'm gonna kind of like imagine that like whenever I'm like it makes
Also,
construct.
Solo capsule assembly machine? What does that spell? Scam!
It's a scam? Is it really? Anyway, like Qor'byn is gonna be like, oh, okay. And it's kind of like the goblin head is whispering and stuff.
Lightning, power, lightning, power,
Yeah,
food,
yeah.
lightning.
So, hold on. So they are robots. Well, I don't know. It calls them constructs. I don't really know what it means by construct, other than like in my mind, you know, like a robot. But it takes little things from the environment around it and turns it into a creature. It also says it's called the scam, and I don't. There may be some sort of humor or something that I'm not understanding. Because and Qor'byn kind of points at the goblin head. He kind of smiled when I first said it, and I haven't really understood.
Right.
Sorry, I've been waiting on this.
Yeah, I wish I had identify. Always carry it when I'm a spellcaster who can learn it, but this is the one time.
I mean, you can still get a new spell by stealing someone's book.
Probably.
But are you a warlock?
I mean, probably, but I'm Pact of the Chain, not Tome.
You can still pick up someone else's book.
I'm going to steal someone's spell book and decipher it, I swear. Anyways.
Gains one singular, like, half level in
Hey
Wizard.
Dan,
just
did I
to
hear
get
something
one.
about stealing?
Yes, how about... how about you, Qor'byn, and I figure out how to reprogram this thing? I'm curious about I'm curious about stress testing it.
Huh?
Sorry, I wasn't listening. I got you a book. Okay, let me tell you the funniest part. I'm not proficient in sleight of hand, and I just did this.
That's just wholeheartedly a spellbook he found in the corner.
I mean, it's not
It is a
Qor'byn.
really good sleight of hand. Would you like to add an investigation to that roll?
Oh boy, something I'm proficient in.
Because you would have been here the entire time. You would have found a book, because this guy was a spellcaster.
Oh boy. A joke roll became real, it seems.
Yeah.
I guess I'm going to take it and read through it.
Wait, we don't know what it is!
Okay, hold on. So, as you realize while reading it, Galvan Magen isn't a person's name at all. It's a creature. A type of creature. A construct specifically, as you're reading through this. And all these little guys you were fighting were Galvan Magen.
Ah. Well, this has been enlightening. Thank you, Fox.
I was trying to tell you, it doesn't seem to assemble humanoids. It assembles construct creatures.
Well, this is even better. We don't have to worry about the ethical consequences of destroying this. Or
Flesh
make-
Atronak in the corner. I'm kidding.
or making it serve our own purposes. It can
What's
still
a flesh atronarch?
Don't worry about it. You'll find out eventually.
it can still be useful. Imagine being able to reprogram this to make a synthetic servant of sorts.
Speaking of servant, their designation is a magical servant. So you guys are fighting the servant of another creature, so who knows what the fuck's going on here?
So with this in our hands, we could have ourselves quite a slew of attendants. What say you? What say you all?
And while you're theory crafting that, Qor'byn is going to go up to one of the body parts with the unknown metal in it, and he is going to try to identify the metal.
It seems to be like a magic-infused steel.
Sorry. The way I said that was kind of ambiguous. I am using magic.
Yes.
Does the magic tell me anything about the metal?
It tells you that to create the creatures, it is a transmutation spell of sorts. But instead of casting a spell, these machines make it with physical objects.
Like a ritual.
Yes.
It seems that the machines perform some sort of ritual to convert these parts into a semi-independent creature. You said that they were kind of copies?
Yes, they were all identical to each other. Knowing that these things are all a servant class of synthetic organism doesn't dissuade me from my original idea with these things. In fact, I believe we could take this even further and and put this to our own use for grand effect.
Yep.
Did they seem to serve? Did each one of them seem to serve the same purpose?
They seem to serve a purpose of protecting themselves, which would be desirable from a servant.
Through your several identify spellcasting and the discovery of this book, you can piece together a lot about this, and it is whoever put these creatures together really wanted to do something. Maybe it was just stealing a bunch of money. But there's a specific thing about making this creature that is actually disturbing. It requires the creator to hurt themselves, decreasing their maximum HP by a certain number to create one of these.
Okay, I feel like Qor'byn would notice that part in particular very, like, it would be kind of immediate to him. Whoa.
While you guys destroy these things, and it comes flooding to you, Qor'byn, the person that had these is getting stronger with each one you kill. And which ones did not even get fully formed?
You might want to put a pin in that idea, Marshall. Each one that is in production consumes a part of the originator's soul. So if you, from what I can assume, if you wanted them to serve you, you would have to give up a part of your soul. I think maybe that when you destroyed that perhaps that part of the soul was returned back to the originator, but that means that they probably noticed that someone's been messing with their creations. And, well, if they were smart enough to do this, then that's a special sort of trouble that I don't know if we should really pursue.
Well, that's a trouble that will shadow us whether or not we do anything with it now. Yep.
What do you think, Mr. Goblin?
Power.
Sounds about right.
Don't think Goblin's gonna help us much here.
I don't know. He's kind of responsive, right?
Lightning.
See, he says words. It's better than, like, a cow that will just moo at you.
Do you want to keep the toy, Qor'byn?
I don't... I don't know if I would call it a toy, but sure.
Wonderful. Better in your hands than mine. And
I'm
now
gonna have to figure out.
You will become the owner of the insulated goblin totem.
Qor'byn does not hold it by the insulated part.
Such is your own choice. I did my best.
I know.
I spent 3 insulated garments on it.
Yeah, it would take about that much, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
But then again, it's not like ripping it apart, it's just wrapped.
Yeah, they're just wrapped around it.
Yeah. And then again, because you're wearing your own garment, you don't just keep getting shocked to death.
So, if these require a fragment of the user's vitality for them, that could still be a reasonable sacrifice depending on the effectiveness of these creatures.
I don't know why it did that twice, but okay.
No, the more we know, the better we can use these things for our own benefit.
I think that will take a fair amount of research. And Qor'byn is now, like, trying to think of fun hats and stuff to put on the goblin so that it doesn't look as gruesome.
Of which most of it seems to be done. Koichi, may you hand me that book again?
Here.
You could probably just pull the hood up on one of those, the clothes and that is wrapped around it, and just pull the hood over the head.
And Max is just going to sit down next to the servo and have the servo is basically going to crawl on the back of the book and hang off of it with two of its claws on both pages on a page on each side. And its center iris is just going to turn into basically like a reading light. As I begin reading through the construction of these creatures.
Alright, I will...
Which, we don't have to go in depth on that, we can just figure that out after.
I can just drop the spell in your inventory if you want.
Sounds fine to me.
Mr. Goblin, are you sure we should be looking into making more of them? The concept is kind of scary.
I don't know what to call this, so I'm calling this item Book of Horcrux Servant.
I mean, essentially, yeah. So you asked the goblin a question?
Yeah, I asked the goblin just kind of absent-mindedly, are you sure that we should really be thinking... do you think we should really, like, consider making more of these? It doesn't seem like the best idea.
Powerful.
But
They're
making
powerful.
them consumes part of our power, you know?
Not
And I'm not
much.
I'm not sure if the transaction is worth it.
It is.
If it's any worth it, I don't think it's a smart idea in my book.
But power. Lightning. Lightning power.
I mean,
You don't seem responsible enough to understand power.
His eyes glow bright white.
are you talking to me or the goblin?
I'm talking to the goblin.
The goblin with an impossibly old face just kind of stares at you.
Hack, it's the Mr. Incredible dice staring at you from last night.
Which side? Wait, hold on. Which side?
One is the goblin, one is you. Take a guess at which is which.
Okay,
One
I
of them
called
tried
the
to become
winning
a
side.
god. Which one was you?
But what was that noise that you were using at the beginning of the session
Which one?
when I did the light skin versus blight skin thing?
Probably that. I don't know.
No, it was like. Bro. Damn it!
Somebody in the video watching.
Someone will
found
know.
out.
Someone will know. I'm never good at sound effect names.
That's all good.
Which
Well,
one
yeah,
did I do?
I think that's about it for the session. We're almost right at 10 o'clock.
Hell yeah.
Well, thank you very much for this, and would this spell happen to be a ritual cast?
I will say you can cast as a ritual, but the original spell does not. It's just, I think it's BS that you're going to spend an hour casting something and then create a physical being when you could ritual cast it for another 10 minutes.
Yes, I'm gonna call this a ritual spell, and once I receive the ability to cast it, this will be quite useful.
Yeah.
You could
'Cause-
call it ritual only.
Because unlike literally everyone in the party, I'm not against losing max HP. In fact, it's a built-in part of one of my spells.
Oh, nice.
So, I would like to say, I did notice that Erza, you were doing slightly more attacks than you're supposed to. You don't have extra attack yet, which you do have now.
I am retarded. I'm sorry.
You have it now because y'all are level 5.
I don't know why I came to
This was a
thinking I
mistake,
was level
Tavis.
5.
Yeah, you're level 4, bro. Well, were. But let's just say you got like a little bit excited or something. I don't know.
What the fuck?
Want me to roll?
Wait, hold on. All my shit was.
Weren't we told to take max or?
I did not say max, but if you roll bad, just get your average.
I like that better. Taking the maximum just kind of defeats the purpose of having cool abilities and such.
Yeah.
Man,
But then
Wait,
again,
hang on.
you can earn your HP maximum by training. It just you have to do it per level, and it gets harder each one.
Does this count as the dice roll being maximum? Can I convince you of this?
It's regaining HP, not gaining new HP.
But counterpoint. I'm already injured.
I can't believe I forgot what level I was.
I will be recovering HP through the level up.
Wait, we leveled up?
Yes,
Yeah.
you're now level 5 if you aren't already.
Can I max the hit?
I want to point out.
Roll me a real life con check.
I rolled.
Drink cyanide and see if you survive. If you do, you get to max it.
I can't believe I said watch me roll a nat 20 and I rolled a 9
Oh.
out of not a 9, a fucking 7 out of 8. Yeah, 7 out of 8.
I rolled a 3.
Braden, you can roll your average if your roll was shit.
Yeah, this makes my addition very easy.
Are my
The only
rolls
thing-
not showing up for you guys?
They're not showing up at all.
Oh, damn.
So 34 become, or not 34, 36 becomes 46. That's easy for me.
The only thing I don't like about this subclass so
Well,
far
yeah,
is that
dude.
I
You
literally
can probably
do not
upgrade that ability to upgrade your hit dice, but if you want your max HP, you're gonna have to train for it.
Okay, fair
It's
enough.
a week in game of you training to get max HP per level. So like you get level 1 at max HP, you know, but
Yes.
at level 2 you have to train in 1 week. At level 3 you have to train 2 weeks. At level 4 you train a month.
Anyways, the thing I don't like about this subclass is that I basically get none of the fucking disciples or disciplines.
Oh, wait, it'll be 3 weeks, 4 weeks.
And at least there's few and far between. I guess that's the point, but at the same time, well, let's see here.
At least you're level 5.
Yeah, at least I'm level 5, but still.
Yeah.
Let's see here. I get
okay.
I get an additional one at 6th, 11th, and 17th. So I get one next level at least.
Yeah. It'll be another 2 sessions. 4 weeks! I'm kidding. 2 weeks? What?
3 days!
In game, it's actually like 1 day, and you just went through hell again.
Bless you.
And to think that the major combat of this day happened in the last session.
Yep.
I have no idea how I'm gonna write down this session. So much shit happened.
Congratulations, you can't.
I'll just wait until Dan can get the video uploaded, then I'll listen to it and write things down.
All right. I'll try and bulk upload the past 3 sessions tonight.
That's perfectly fine.
All right. Who wants to have the last say in the session? How about the DM?
Yep.
Tavis, you get the last say, I guess.
Lightning is power.